Alright, so yeah, we're gonna get going in just a minute, but before we do, actually, I always forget to get the word out to Instagram as well. I always forget that that's a tool I have in my arsenal, but hoping I sound okay, look okay, everything's alright. If not, do tell me. Alright, here, let's do a little Instagram video right quick. Hey there. Oh, no, I forgot you gotta hold it for Instagram. Oops. Hey there, everyone. It's your old pal Cape Joel. It is my birthday right now, and to honor it, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be hanging out with the fans for hopefully as long as I can. Oh, there'll be stretch goals and fun games, and I'm going to be playing Vermintide, which I love. I got a new chat app that I'm trying out as well, so it's going to be real special. It's going to be real fun. Come check it out, say hello, and I will see you over there. That's Twitch / Cape Joel. I'm pretty sure. You can find it. Just look for Cape Joel Twitch and you'll be able to find it. Hey everyone, live on Twitch now. Live on Twitch for my birthday. Come out and say hello. Alright, so I think that's all my social media blasted. Alright, Hippie Exterminator says I'm looking and sounding good. That's good. That's what I want to hear. Oh, Lich Lord back again. I know you pitch comic ideas with Sal every now and again, but have you ever done any with Matt? I'm sure we have. You know, just by, what is it? Just by spirit of doing the show as much as we have. I'm sure we have. I was actually thinking of doing a new pitch show and bringing it to Twitch for something like movies and TV shows. I was inspired when the Power Rangers news came out there. I'm like, well, I've got a million Power Rangers pitches. Surely I can make this work. Alright, here, you know, maybe I should try and alter the audio here just a little bit. Master volume's already down a considerable amount. Well, let's turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, let's turn it to exactly 50. Let's get the music volume down there a little bit too. I always find music really gets it. Okay. No, I did not hear that they were going to be doing a Batman Maxi series. That's pretty cool, though. They're a cool group of creators. I like them. I'm sure they'll be able to do some good work. Alright, applied. Yeah, I got that new Restream app over here, so I can see you guys while I'm looking at the screen. What's up? Not much at all, KT. It's my birthday. Screwing around, gonna play some Vermintide, because I kept saying I was gonna play some Vermintide, so this seemed like a fun thing to do. It's my birthday. I am obviously taking donations down at the bottom there for the gift that I really wanted this year, a Nintendo Switch, although it's funny. Obviously, it's like $370 something Canadian, but the news just came out there about that Switch Lite, which in many ways the Switch Lite is kind of more what I need, because obviously my entertainment system is all built around my PS4 right now and everything. So I like the idea of a portable one with better battery life, but, you know, I want to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance now and the new Pokemon now, so I guess, you know, I will get the regular Switch, and if I don't like it, I might get a Lite, who knows. Also, how many people are watching right now? Again, I'm trying out the new Restream app, which lets you know how many people are watching. Does it say? It does not say how many people are watching. I'll assume a fair amount of people are watching, but alright, so let's play here. Vermintide, for those who don't know, is set in the Warhammer universe. It is basically Left 4 Dead, but with fantasy stuff, and I'm down for that. Twitch has it at 7 at the moment. Thank you, Lich Lord Chris. I can see that. You get to pick your class, your hero selection. I am currently Victor Soulspire, the Bounty Hunter, who's one of, like, the best ranged classes in the game. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Alliance comes out this Friday. Hey, if people are really generous in the chat, maybe I can join that. Maybe I can get in on that. You know, he started as the Witch Hunter captain, who's like a dude with a cool rapier and pistols and everything. And then, of course, because I've been playing him a bunch, I was able to level him up. And there's the third one there, the Zealot, which I'm working towards, obviously. That's what I'm all about. But yes, thank you for keeping track there, everyone. Again, while I'm playing the game and while I can see your comments on screen now for the first time, if people can keep me up to speed on donations so I can thank people, that'd be great. Obviously, there's a bunch of different ways that you can donate should you be so interested. No, I didn't want that mission. Well, I guess I'm taking this one then, even though I didn't want it. Obviously, there's PayPal tip jar down there. There's the regular Twitch donation thing. There's also coffee, to which some people have been very, very generous on. Yeah, KT, I want to get into Fire Emblem, too. Again, I haven't really owned a Nintendo console, since the original Game Boy Advance. So, you know, I would like to get into Fire Emblem, especially that new one, where you got all the different classes. That looks fun. Aw, thanks, Banana God. I appreciate. Got a big thing of iced coffee. I've really gotten into iced coffee this summer because it's been so hot to make tea. Normally, I'm a big tea drinker in the morning. It's probably not good for me because it's filled with sugar. It's definitely not keto. But boy, does it keep me going and give me the energy I need. I tells you what. Yeah, this new Restream app is great because I can see you all over here in the corner. So I'm not constantly having to check Windows or look at my phone like a dope. Also, hey, as you can see on my phone, I have the Elite, because I am a big fan of that. Any non-Batman Elseworlds you'd like to see? I think Kal-El Raised by Luthers would be interesting. That would be interesting. Green Arrow doesn't get enough Elseworld stories. I'd like to see something with him. Like, what would his life be like if he never went to the island? Something like that. Or what if someone else went to the island instead? I guess they kind of did that with his father.
The temple is close. The trees tell me so.
This is but one of many elven ruins hidden within the Empire's bounds, or so I understand.
I'd like to see maybe a fantasy take on the superheroes. Like, what if the Justice League were in a D&D game? I know the Champions already did that, but, you know, it's fun shit. What classes would they be?
Only that they are degenerates who bicker amongst themselves.
That's a good one. Who would be what? I think Batman would be a rogue, obviously, because he loves the stealth and everything. Martian Manhunter would be a wild, shape-changing wizard. Or no, he would be a druid, because he loves wild shaping into animals. Wonder Woman would either be a fighter or a barbarian, depending. Really, that was Smallville's origin for Ultraman. Interesting. See, I did not know that. Yeah, what other Justice League characters would fit what fantasy mold? Green Arrow would be a ranger, naturally, what with all the bow stuff. Oh, shit. Yeah, gotta watch out for them gas rats. With their flamethrowers.
Was this valley forgotten, I wonder? Or has it never been concealed from prying eyes?
Cyborg would be an artificer. You're absolutely right. Excellent choice. Thank you, Vestiel. He would also be a Warforged, because he is basically already a Warforged. Dr. Fate, yep, Dr. Fate, Wizard, obviously. I'm trying to think who would the cleric be? Maybe Zatanna. Well, no, Zatanna would be a warlock, is what she would be, because she's got all like the darker parts of the arcane nature. Yeah, who would the cleric be? Who on the Justice League would be a cleric? Maybe like Mr. Terrific or something. I'm trying to think, like, is there a hero who's all about healing? But then again, you know, the cleric isn't all about healing either in D&D. They can do lots of other stuff. But yes, Dr. Fate, wizard, no doubt about that. God, I love that ability as the bounty hunter to just pull out a pistol. Oh, damn it, no, assassin, someone help me. This game is procedurally generated too. Ah, Shazam due to the gods that empower him. Excellent. Well, he could be a cleric, Lich Lord, or he could be a paladin. I actually see him way more as a paladin. But yeah, that's definitely up there. Oh yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, Shazam, the cleric, or the paladin, no doubt about that. Vixen would also be a druid. Because again, the connection to Animal Man. Animal Man would be a druid. Yeah, geez. Oh man, I feel like this could be a topic for a whole video. What classes would they embody? Shazam would also be a storm cleric, which is totally a thing you can be. Because of all the lightning and everything. Oh man, you could build a really good one. Aw, thank you, Tall Geese. I appreciate that. Robin would also be a rogue, what with the whole stealth. He'd be a different type of rogue, though. I think he'd be like a scout rogue. There are evil versions of the paladin, the cleric. Yeah, be a blackguard. A blackguard or a shadow priest or something.
Vile things! Look out!
You see there that Black Adam is actually going to be getting a mini-series for that, what is it, Batman, Superman, Year of the Villain thing, where Shazam is becoming the Shazam who laughs. So we're actually going to get to see a Black Adam mini-series with him as the hero. I'm trying to think which characters are we missing. So yeah, Wonder Woman, definitely Paladin, or no, sorry, definitely Fighter or Barbarian, depending on what version of her you're writing. What would Superman be? What would Superman be? I'm trying to think, like, what's a class people think is overpowered. Superman would dip into all the classes because he does a little bit of everything. He'd be like a super multi-class dude. Yeah, he'd be like a guy who's overly multi-classed is what Superman would be. He gets a little from everything. Yeah, it's funny, I played this map earlier and it didn't actually go like this because it's all procedurally generated. Now I want to rewatch Smallville. I still like they made Cyborg Impulse founding members of the League. That was fun. That was different. That was fun. That also reminds me, too, I gotta watch the new episode of Young Justice for review today. Of course, last week, you know, I couldn't get it in time because I had just come back, and now I actually can get it on time, but it's my birthday, and I promised everyone I'd do this. Still fun. I am, Wade. I am having a good birthday. Thank you for asking. I haven't been up that long. I woke up, got an iced coffee, and then, you know, want to come and play games for everyone. And then a rat stabbed me. Also, thank you for the little gift box. Thank you, Mr. Obsidian. Also, too, as I said there, accepting donations all day, but not only am I accepting donations in hopes of eventually being able to buy a Nintendo Switch at the end of this day, but as you can see down at the bottom, I have fun little stretch goals there. If I reach $100, I will shave something crazy into my head. I'll get a crazy haircut that I've never had before and keep it for the rest of the month. At 200, I will dye my hair and truly be an official real deal streamer with dyed hair. But moreover than that, if I get 300, I will totes my goats. Do a hot sauce shot. I have so many hot sauce packets left around from the now defunct hot sauce comics. So, you know, I'll totally do it. Dye it green and shave an arrow. Oh, that's good, Banana God. That's almost better what I actually planned to do. Shit. I don't know if anyone around me is good enough and has good enough hands to do that kind of design work, but oh, that's good. Someone on Twitter said I should get a tattoo, too. Aw, thanks, KT. I appreciate you for coming out on your break. Someone said I should get a tattoo, like a comic-related one, but then I'm like, yo, tattoos are really expensive. That needs to be like 1,000 won. Hello, Trappy. Man, if I knew anyone with good design work, I would totally do your idea, Banana God. That's actually really freaking clever. Get like a fade with arrows on each side and the top part green. As you can see, I've grown my beard a little differently. I'm trying to go for the full Samoa Joe these days. I was thinking I might also try and co-opt his haircut while I'm at it.
Walking wasn't so distracting.
Man, that super shot of mine leaves a lot of dust. What about a goatee? Well, I had a goatee for years, Churro, Chris. This is kind of a new thing I'm trying to do, like with... Oh. Yeah, this is a new thing I'm trying to do with, like, comes down here and gets around the sides. Oh, I also watched that Plague of Gripes video about villains, Mr. Obsidian. That was really well done. I never watched Whack Fu, but I was always told that the villain Nox in that show was really good, and I'm glad he basically broke it down for me. Oh, more like Green Arrow? Oh, you mean like the whole thing with like the mustache and everything. I don't know if I could pull that off. If he gets a goatee, he becomes Mirror Universe Joel. I've been Mirror Universe Joel forever, and when you say goatee, I mean, I guess I'm talking more like a chin beard soul patch. I think you mean like the whole thing where it's like the muzzle and everything. I've never done the muzzle part, mainly because that's actually my dad's facial hair, and I never wanted to copy his. Mustache and side beard, you'd look Amish. Exactly. That if you don't have a mustache on the side beard, best case, you look Amish. There's a lot of Amish people in my neighborhood, Trappy. Again, because I live in the Canadian North, so I would not look out of place. Recently I got a DC Universe and Marvel app. Recently a bit of Batwing series with the original ones. Batwing is super underrated, Wade. Both versions. The David Zavimbi version that's spun out of Batman Inc., and the, especially the Luke Fox version. I really thought the Luke Fox version had legs and could have stuck around.
Are you dead? There's a chaos warning.
I sees it, and now it's dead.
Have a care.
Now, want to see something fun? Yep. Ah, damn it. I didn't throw that nearly good enough. It was supposed to be more like this. There we go. Ooh, this is getting nasty. Ah, Judd Winnick's Green Arrow run is wonderful. It's one of my favorites. It's one of those runs I wish he could have done it forever. Winnick doesn't write as many comics as he used to. I think he works more in television now, which is a shame, because he had such good work. If I ever wrote comics, especially if I ever wrote Green Arrow, I would basically just ask Judd Winnick, like, okay, what would you have done if you could have kept going?
That's a fire rack. You want to cook outside this morning? No! Kill that bloody rat in there!
There's a way to mark enemies, too. I forget how to do that. But yeah, Judd Winnick's arrow is great.
Don't get caught. That packmaster will trouble us no more.
That's pretty good. I shot him with one hand while drinking. Trying to marathon Jason Aaron's Thor. Oh, you got a lot to catch up on, Amazing Spider-Man. If you're starting from scratch, you got like 8 years of content to catch up on. And it's all great, and now it's probably a good time to do it, because it's been announced that King Thor will be the last word written on it.
We're just biding our time, aren't we?
Then take my advice. Do not bide too long, lest the world also receive the lands as it has this place.
What's the view count at, guys? It has yet to update on my little new chat app. I'm still trying all that out. King Thor's the last 9 viewers. Alright, that's not bad for an impromptu thing at this time of day. I know it's summertime, so, you know, more people have free time than when I do these at, like, 1 in the morning. But yes, thank you all for coming and joining me. 11 now. Aw, appreciated. And I did a big social media blitz, too. I put this out on all my socials. So hopefully everyone who wants to come and hang out gets a chance to.
Be careful, Elias. Help, a globadier.
A glob. Where?
Here, and this. We got that poison rat.
Oh, good kill, sir. But keep your elbow up. Your guard's open.
You
I like random streams at 2 in the morning. I know you do, Banana God.
So bad.
You're always there. You're always showing up, and I appreciate that because I have no schedule. Even today, I tried to have a schedule where it's like, well, okay, I'll wake up at like 10, you know, have a shower, get some iced coffee into me, and do the thing. I, of course, sleep in, as I naturally do. I'm like, oh, it's my birthday. I can sleep in if I want to. And then, you know, I didn't really get going until like it was already like noon. Oh, who was that? I didn't get a chance to see it. Thank you, whoever that was. Oh shit. Friggin' rat ogre.
I am a mountain. I feel
Okay, I'm drawing its aggro. There's a lot of these things. There is a lot of them.
guide my flight. What? Wish you'd join mine? Or better yet, come, wretches.
Cool.
I have sworn
Killed a mini-boss. Y'all saw it.
not a bad
Thank you, whoever that update was. I didn't get a chance to see it because I have the Restream app open, and that's the one thing it doesn't do. But I promise whoever that was who made the update go off, I appreciate it. And if you want to take credit in the chat, you absolutely can. Again, if people can see it from my end, Restream, it basically puts the chat up here on the screen so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Okay, who was that this time? Okay, now I'm dying to know. Yeah. Again, of course, by the time I check it out, it'll probably be gone. And it's gone by the time I checked it out. Again, because I keep going back and forth, too. Oh, we got a new follower. Okay, well, thank you, new follower. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. See, if I was smart and knew anything about streaming, I would set up a bot to thank people for that, is what I should really do. Or at least a bot so it comes up in chat and reminds me of these things so I'm not constantly flickering back and forth between windows. I'm a new streamer. There's a lot I'm learning.
The Packmaster is slain.
Yep. God, Vermintide is so fun. This is like my first real big deal PC game. I'm not streaming this from the PlayStation. I'm actually doing this on the PC.
Together, we fight on.
Who's been streaming for almost 3 years. Hey, that's 3 years on and off. Again, I don't think I got good until recently. I know I didn't have like an actual proper rig until just recently, and I wouldn't have been able to do it if not for the generosity of fans. You know, all that other time I was playing, but this is for real. Yeah, we are getting a new question. A Black Label book. Totally the sort of character who should be getting Black Label books. And I still feel that Sorrentino and Lemire had to write a Joker book just to get it through the door. Exactly, Trappy. Now I'll play for real. I was only using a portion of my power before. That wasn't even my full strength. Streamer in training. Yeah. Sit. Streamer in training. I'm a sit. I'm a sit. I'm the Sultan of sit. Yeah. Look at you ugly bastards. Oh, we're getting rushed. Please don't be patient, student streamer. God damn, you can really get overwhelmed quickly here. Vic Sage that we know of, it's what it's going to be about, but apparently the book as it's described is about the constant death and resurrection of Vic Sage, the Question, so there's no telling by the end if we won't get Renee Montoya, especially because Renee Montoya is back in canon in the comics right now.
Sneak rat is dead.
Whew. Gonna get that Twitch I'm already a Twitch affiliate, actually. Okay, who was that this time? Can I switch over fast enough to see? That was MKD Dragon. Well, thank you, MKD Dragon. Most appreciated, and I saw it just in the nick of time. Yeah, thank you, Trappy, for being on top of that. Again, I gotta learn how to get a bot for that. Because again, I always hate missing something. Yeah. Storming Area 51. You joke, but I feel like that could be a story now. Bomb. Can only carry one type of bomb in this game. Oh, always a pleasure, MKD Dragon. Or MDK Dragon. Where? Stupid hook dragon. But Woolian Pad said not storming Area 51. Well, they don't always know what's right. Man, people are going to be really disappointed. Oh, hello, Jaden. People are going to be really disappointed when they storm Area 51 and they realize that's just where the government's been keeping, you know, all the extra chairs.
Another Ratman contraption false-sided.
Which I think realistically, like, that is the story for Area 51, that it is just where they keep all the shit that they can't keep anywhere else. Yeah, people are tough until they get tear-gassed and sonic boomed. That's right, they got those Hulk sonic cannons there, don't they? But, like, real. Excited to get some alien artillery and slap some alien cheeks. That's all we really want, right? We want to live the Captain Kirk experience. You know, we want to find the green women. Or men, if that's your thing. It is either going to be the hypest shit or the lamest story. Also, not to get too political or anything, but I think there's probably other places you should probably be streaming or storming right now in American history, but that's just me. That's just my Canadian take, brother. What do I know? I don't know nothing about nothing. Man, you know, this procedurally generated stuff really gets you. I feel like I haven't moved here in a while. But look, though, I'm just saying, you know, if you find some aliens, bring me back some alien candy, is all I'm saying. Because I bet aliens have amazing candy. Oh, God, what's that meme going around? It's Woody and Forky from Toy Story, and it's him walking with Forky, and it's like, hey, when I find my alien, I'm going to say that you really got to try that Wendy's 4 for 4 as soon as you can. It's really the best. I haven't tried the Wendy's 4 for 4 yet, but I hear it's pretty great. Did you see BuzzFeed? They have a show now called Dollar Menu, which they just straight up say, hey, it's worth it, but for poor people. Oh, I thank you, Marvel Knight. Much appreciated. And it's just them, like, driving around trying dollar menus, and, like, they agree that the Wendy's 4 for 4 is, like, the top-tier dollar menu now. Yeah, so that's some good shit. I'm sure it will be a good day. That's where they're keeping Season 2. So I'm like, oh, man. That's where they're keeping all of it. Keeping the second season of Firefly. You know, just all the shows you want. That's where they're actually keeping them in Area 51. You get it too much? I've been trying to cut down on the fast food because I've been going keto.
See? The colors of Clan Festa and well established.
Although, I'm being really bad at keto recently because obviously I cheated a bunch when I was away on my trip. And, too, with all the iced coffee because it's just been so hot, but I need my caffeine to keep going. Oh.
The assassin meets a deserved death. Think that's a clover deer.
I mean, I'm still eating keto dinners and everything, but it's just with my trip away, I cheated on a lot of junk food, and it's my birthday, so, like, I know I'm gonna have cake this week. Because what am I gonna do, not have cake this week? But I'll get back to it. I got all my green vegetables, and I got, like, steak and chicken for the week. I think I maybe only gained, like, a couple pounds. Also, too, because the weather's nice, I gotta try and, like, get back to the gym at some point, too. Because, like, I lost all this keto weight without even working out. So it's like, imagine if I started, you know, riding the bike again or lifting some free weights. You know, I lost the flab. Now I can actually, you know, sculpt into something. Oh, yeah, they're keeping the pensions for the WWE performers. That's where they're keeping it, yep. I didn't watch Extreme Rules, but apparently it was actually a pretty good show. I did watch Fight for the Fallen, though. I enjoyed that. I think Fight for the Fallen was ultimately better than Fyter Fest. I thought the match quality was stronger. It was nice to see Sonny Kiss get such a decisive babyface victory over the Librarians, who are now just straight-up villains because the fans have deemed them to be villains because they don't like them. Which is something they would never do in WWE, make someone a bad guy because, you know, people didn't like their gimmick. Trying to sneak in a little intergender wrestling. Of course, they've been schooled all week. I haven't watched Impact Slammiversary, but apparently Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan had a really amazing intergender match that I keep meaning to watch. And I want to watch the North. What is it? Alexander and All Ego Ethan Page, two nice Ontario boys, win the tag titles for that company. No one could hate Joel's gimmick, the Canadian Crawler, the most polite crippler ever. Oh, I'm gonna cripple ye. Hey, you don't mind if I just cripple ye for a minute? Yeah, just let me come over and cripple you for a minute. Man, I wish I had time to make all the weekly pull guys in WWE 2K19 and have like a big tournament. Me and Benny in a cage match. Or no, in a shut-up match. The first one to shut up loses. Me and Benny for the shut-up title. Yeah, Ishii versus Mox. That's going to be interesting. The actual good conclusion to Reboot is in Area 51. Well, shit, now I have to storm it, Jaden. Now that you've made that real, now I have to storm it to get the good ending to Reboot. By which I mean the actual ending to Reboot. Boy, this is a long level. I'm hearing creepy talking. This game, just like Left 4 Dead, once you hear the creepy talking and you know there's a witch nearby, only it's like, you know, there's an assassin rat nearby. That was weird. Can end up like MCU Quicksilver. Oh yeah, just riddled with shit.
Well, the black rats.
They didn't see it coming. They're really not gonna see it coming. Area 51 don't play. I'm surprised in all the Area 51 jokes, no one made a San Andreas jetpack joke, that's what they really want. Screw the aliens, give them a jetpack. Yeah, start playing that. Alright, who was that? Can I get over in time to see it? That was... Oh, damn it, I lost it. That was some bits, though, by the looks of it. Thank you, whoever did that. Tevia with 1 bit. Hope you have a great birthday, man. Thank you, Tevia. Most appreciated. Again, for those who came late, any and all donations will be going to the Nintendo Switch Fund, but also I've got crazy stretch goals set up as well. Get me to shave my hair, something crazy. Get me to diet like an actual real deal streamer. Make me do a shot of hot sauce. I have so much hot sauce saved up. New episodes of Forget About It. Oh, that's a good pull, Wade. Forget About It was so funny in the first couple seasons, but you could tell they ran out of material after a while. Like, it actually seemed like it could be a really good show, but boy, that 3rd season slump hit it hard. And then I guess it was done after that, which is a shame. Because I feel for a lot of shows, especially animated shows, they don't know what they're going to be until they get past that third season slump. Like, imagine if Simpsons and South Park never continued after season 3. Oh, well, thank you, Comic Knight. I appreciate that. Has it really been 6 years? Yeah, also the Autobots are there. No, not even the Autobots are there. The GoBots are there. That's what's actually hiding out there, the GoBots.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, so you can watch all 3 seasons on YouTube now. Interesting. Well, I guess that means the show's officially dead. And they're just throwing it up on YouTube. It was a funny show, you know. You don't normally see raunchy comedies like that coming out of Canada. But, you know, I liked it when it was around. I actually think I talked to the creator ever so briefly. And the fact that a raunchy show like that was also created with a grant from the Canadian government, as most Canadian shows are. Chat with Man of Culture. Do I know him? I feel like people think all YouTubers know each other. And then I feel like I should know them as well. Area 51, that's Alan Moore's cave. Right, I just live here in Area 51 where I can be close to my friends, the aliens. They're not bullshit, they get me because their minds are more expanded. Why can't more people be like the aliens? That's my new spec script, Alan Moore and the Aliens. Oh god, yeah, Transformers by Alan Moore. Yeah, they should give him something like that, just something like really kid-like, just to see what he does with it.
It explains much.
Anthony Hopkins helicopter dick. Oh man. Oh, you're really bringing it old school, and I appreciate that. How do you feel about Death of Superman being retold again for an Elseworld story? Should be fun. All those Elseworld stories actually look really cool. I like to see them using the dark multiverse to good effect. Because you knew it was too popular for them to just let it die the way they did. Also, man, can we talk about that Azrael costume for that Nightfall one? That is the best looking Azrael costume ever. It really, really is.
I know that sound. It's a rattling gun.
Oh man, I would pay good money to see that Alan Moore's daughter doing a reaction to the new Watchmen show, and just in the background you hear him just screaming. He also needs to watch the movie. I wonder what he'd think about the movie. He'd probably hate the movie because it cuts out all the subtlety of his actual Watchmen story, which was filled with subtlety. It's the best looking Asbat suit ever. And I say that knowing full well that he had a great new suit in Detective Comics, and even like his spacefaring suit is actually really good too. Where are they all coming from? That's the "we're about to be overrun" music, but I don't see where they're overrunning us from. Oh, there they are. I will take that. Oh, I'm stashing. Better believe it. He is getting a lot of love recently. I stopped reading about him when he went to join the space team because I thought that was really ridiculous, but then for all I know it got kind of cool because, what is it, you know, he's like a religious zealot and he was told that he's actually a space god. Now when you say Marvel Zombies, do you mean the actual Marvel Zombies, Jaden, or do you mean Contagion? which is coming from Ed Bresson, which is basically just Marvel Zombies and everything but name.
It shoots much, but hits little.
Shoots much, but hits little. Boom, boom, shake the room. Okay, is this the thing that they had solicited a while ago where they had the picture of just, like, a zombie dude on it who wasn't a hero? Because I remember them talking about that, being like, oh, it's a reboot of it, but, like, not, like, as you remember, because, like, it can't be that way anymore, because maybe they were worried about violent content, but now Deceased has come out and been full of violent content, and people have loved it, so... Man, this is a long-ass level. I'm totally fine with casting Bruce Campbell. I'm fine with more Detective Pikachu in general. I liked that movie way more than I think anyone would have assumed I would. I was super...
So, this was once a stronghold of your people.
My people? Ha! These were not my people. The exiles cast us out, so certain of their purpose, so little.
What's with the scary music? Oh, that's why. They're just having a talky moment there before everything just pops the fuck off. Yeah, there is going to be a Power Rangers TMT crossover. I don't know if I'm qualified to review that. I feel like that's something Sal and I will actually need to cooperate on. I should pitch that to him, actually. Hey, man, do we want to co-op review this? In fact, I will, actually. Because I know more about Power Rangers than him, and he probably knows more about... Well, I certainly know he knows more about Turtles than me. He kind of put me on blast there for not knowing anything about Turtles. Also, I would check and see who that was, but I'm in the thick of it, so if someone could tell me who that alert was, would much appreciate it. Thank you, whoever the alert was. Oh, well, thank you again, Tevia.
Strangler strangles no more.
No more. This is why I like Victor Soulspire. He's basically a D&D character I created one time. Yeah, that's what I understand, Wade. Plus, you know, this Power Rangers TMNT crossover is a nice way to, like, kind of rewrite the history of the last one. Well, right on, Sober Hippie. We share a birthday month. Summer birthdays for life. I would also love to be on another episode of Back Issues. In fact, I kind of want to plan to go out there at a time that's not New York Comic-Con time, when it's the most expensive. But yeah, I definitely want to get out there again. So how's the Fantastic Four doing? I haven't been able to talk about it. No, they haven't, Lich Lord, and I haven't been reviewing it either. Not because I think it's bad or anything, but just because there were too many other things to cover. I'm sure it's doing fine. But then again, that's always been the way of the Fantastic Four. People like when it's a thing, but not everybody reads it. People forget that, like, it got canceled quite a few times before it just went away forever. That doesn't sound good. I'm 20 years old. I'll tell you how old I am. I'm much closer to 30 now than I care to admit. Could video chat yourself on the episode. Ooh, that'd be fun. I don't know if he'd want to do that. But even if I could just get his audio involved in a thing I did, I think that'd be fun. I've actually been trying to get him to do Salvation Run forever. I actually bought Sal a copy of Salvation Run and have yet to deliver it to him. I was gonna, like, hand deliver it to him. Oh, who was that update? Again, was in the middle of killing, didn't get to see it. Take credit, whoever did it. I appreciate and thank. Yes, I am a ripe old age, indeed. Much closer to 30 than I care to admit. Oh, Tevia again? Well, thank you, Tevia. Oh. I'm glad you told me ammunition was spent. Time to choppy choppy. I choppy choppy you all. Man, this level is long. Yeah, rip and tear. Salt the wound. Gotta be a good fight, Razgar. Yeah, that's the problem with Vermintide. There's no half orc.
A moment.
There's no Razgar. I'm actually writing a D&D campaign right now for a bunch of YouTube friends, which we're going to be doing closer to the end of the month, and I was sure to work Razgar in a small cameo, which they might not even see, because that's D&D for you. You can write whatever you want, and they still might not see it. Yeah, close, Banana God. Yeah, you might be right with the 7 part. Oh, did it have a question? I didn't see it. What was your question?
Blightstorm is here, Mayflies.
Razgar was fun. Again, I've been playing a lot of D&D just with my friends from high school. Do you think if Dark Multiverse Tales is a success will open the door for Super Sun's Dark Multiverse? I mean, that's everything. Hey, Banana God. It's funny, you know, I lied about my age for the longest time online, because I don't know if people remember this, or I don't know if people know this if you're a newer fan. I mentioned this in my YouTube panel I did, but I started my YouTube career in high school, and I just got so used to lying about my age, because the way I figured it is like, who cares what a high school kid has to say about stuff? I wouldn't care what I had to say if I knew my own age, so I just lied about it and didn't mention it for the longest time, and I got so used to it now that I am actually older, and now that I am the farther end of a 20-something, I'm like, I guess I don't need to lie about it anymore, but I do. This looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen one. Also, can I cancel out of this?
We found the source of our woes, Lumberfoots. Sabotage spawned.
I guess I can't cancel out of my super shot. No, I haven't. Is it good? Is it about Super Smash Brothers? Because again, I haven't had a Nintendo console since the Game Boy Advance. Although maybe through the generosity of you fans, maybe I will have a Nintendo console soon. Hey, that's D&D for you, Comic Knight. There's always one. I think it led to good comedy, personally. What did someone say? Jam, Benny's Bard character in Razgar. We were like Rocket and Groot. I was the Groot. I was always bailing him out of trouble. Oh, you start law school. That's good, Banana God. If I need a lawyer, I will look to you. In Canadian money, though, Sober Hippie, and I already got 70 in there, so like about 370, and I'd put up my own money for it too. Although I guess I didn't put, what is there, a game in there as well, because it's all that plus a game. Well, I can figure that out on my own. That I will leave a mystery, Lich Lord Chris. I will just say 2 of the people I have worked with before, and you will know. Did you really? I guess, well, Amazon had it for $370, Sober Hippie. But then again, I guess with shipping and handling, well, it'll be a good place to start. Let's start with 300 and take it from there. Really, Tebby, you're older than me? Well, then again, I have a summer birthday, so everyone's older than me. I did see Bray Wyatt appear, Wade. That was a cool reveal for him. Although I know my buddy Carrie Awful of the Carnies tag team. They're like a southern indie tag team. They're really good. They were slightly ticked because literally his gimmick looks exactly like the gimmick they've been doing on the indies for years. Oh, always happy, Mr. Obsidian. Always happy to help. Oh.
Assassin's that! So much for that assassin!
Yeah, so much. Realign the ether. What am I doing? There's a health bar down here. What's up with that? What am I supposed to be doing here? It said realign the ether, but oh, okay, I guess I should go over there probably. Also, there's a bunch of health potions and shit here. It said realign the ether. It didn't tell me how to realign the ether. No. These things? Viva, I have seen Viva La Amish. They are pretty cool. That's a cool gimmick. I like that. That's fun. I like fun indie tag teams. Okay. Realign.
Racket. But at least it's moving.
Okay. Oh. And again, here's where the co-op stuff would come in handy. You'd have to watch your teammate while they did all this shit. And do they just keep coming endlessly now? Yeah, summer birthdays, man, I tell ya. I guess keep realigning until everything is blue.
Great salad.
Oh. Or... There we go.
Esher, it's like sunshine in King's Blade.
Ah, yes, finally got to see Spider-Man Far From Home. That's good. I got to see it in a very nice theater. Joel could be an Amish wrestler, show up with white button-down, black pants, straw hat. Man, there are so many Amish people in my area, Trappy Jenkins, because I live in the Canadian North. It's like not like out of the realm of possibility. I come to the ring in a horse and buggy. Realign, realign, realign. Oh, I guess that's not how they wanted it. Oh wow, they're really coming, aren't they? Protect me. Protect me, teammates. Any ideas for with Marvel DC crossover? I feel like Sal and I really need to make that an episode, writing, you know, Marvel versus DC 2019 and what would be in it. I mean, I guess we'd have to screw around with the idea that Morrison talked about, and that is that the Marvel Universe exists on the other side of the source wall.
Insane blade blast.
Oh, that's nice, Banana God. I actually see a lot of superhero movies with my mother, of all people, because she actually likes those movies.
It's a way to get a lot hotter.
It's funny, my dad is one of those guys, he hates fantasy, but he loves science fiction, and he would never actually turn on any of the Marvel movies, but I've ambushed him a couple times with them in the background, and he doesn't hate them, he enjoys them. He likes that they're funny. The source wall was destroyed, and that would actually probably be a good way to get it into the story and being like, okay, now the Marvel Universe is bleeding over little by little. Yeah, I also liked Far From Home. You know, the Spider-Man franchise is alive and well.
There's nothing more beautiful than nature.
Which is funny that my mom actually likes the Marvel movies, because she's, like, never really before liked, you know, like, cartoons and superheroes and anything. Like, that's kind of changed. Which is cool. It's a late in life thing. Nope. Protect me while I align things. And don't tell me I aligned it wrong. Yup, there we go. And now survive until the alignment is complete. Again, now we're in the real Left 4 Dead. Galactus attacks DC. That's a good concept, you know, give them a villain, what is it that they have to all fight against together. I would use the Contest of Champions as a thing, because that's always fun. Maybe like, what is it, the Grandmaster, and I'm trying to think, who would the Grandmaster's DC equivalent be?
And our task is
Maybe, okay, so like the Mongol and Grandmaster all get together, and the idea is that, you know, they have like a big bet to see like whose universe is better and stronger, so they all have to fight each other before eventually coming together to defeat them. Yeah, Grandmaster and the Challenger, that would be a cool one too.
Perishes, and the mechanism ceases.
Yeah, Batman busts out the ultimate nullifier. There's tons of cool shit you could do. See, I knew this was the right game to play because it takes such a long time. Is that officially next week, Wade? That actually starts next week. Okay. They already did that with Kronos. You can do it again. See, you know, it's been enough time removed that if you did it, it would be like a fun callback. See, we're not copying ourselves. It's fun callbacks. Okay, loot time. I got a crossbow. And I got some experience. Now this is cool. Depending on how well you did, your loot box actually like evolves and turns into a different type of loot box. From a shitty wood crate to a strong box. So yeah, I got more kills than anyone else on my AI team. Got more special takedowns, more headshots, and obviously more ranged kills, because why wouldn't I? Yeah, Age of X-Men, Rosenberg's Uncanny, and Bresson's X-Force finishes. Man, you know, I feel bad for those guys, because it's like, alright, here's the reins to X-Men, guys. Do whatever you want. Okay, but not all the time, though. Yes, but not more melee kills, because I shot with more stuff. Age of X-Men's real bad. I didn't read it, because I knew they were just going to change it all anyway, so what was the goddamn point? Which is what I've said about basically everything for X-Men. What was the damn point? Because they were just going to change it all anyway.
Business as usual.
Alright, let's get some spoils of war up in here. Alright, I got one for enemies. Claim reward. Oh no, reward claimed. Reward claimed. What's the one I can actually claim? Alright, claim reward. Yeah, recommendation. They were given X-Men only for Hickman to come and take the full reins. Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least they get to say, hey, we wrote X-Men for a bit, but nothing they wrote actually mattered. Which, you know, sucks for them. Because I think they're all very talented people. Alright, what's in the box? What's in the box? Accuser's Rosary. I have no idea what that is. Ooh, a new Outrider's pistol. Always good. I mean, everything comes back in style eventually, Tevye, so I wouldn't be shocked if that happens eventually. So what do you think of Endgame for Hickman's X-Men? I don't know, Lich Lord. I really don't know. But maybe that's a good thing that I don't know, because it means I can't guess it before it happens. So, you know, maybe it's not always a bad thing to not actually know what's going to happen. Alrighty then. Yeah. I keep going back and forth between mouse controls and controller controls. This one's for you, Morph. It's all built around Morph, Banana God. That's the only reason Hickman took it, so he could write more about Morph. Until he wants to leave, Tevye, because they're paying him so much money right now. That's why. So what's the end game for lunch today? I don't know. I was going to have a big dinner, actually, Trappy. I wanted to go for barbecue, but my ride can't make it. So I might end up ordering in. Maybe Chinese. Chinese is always good. I should pull a Sal from Comic Pop, and I should order on the phone and see if the delivery guy wants to be on the show. Hickman is more. Follow along. I hope we get a Jason Aaron Wolverine. You mean another Jason Aaron Wolverine book, Amazing Spider-Man? He wrote that for years. I don't know where he is going to go, though, after Thor, after writing Thor for so long. You know, I wonder what character could ever hope to, you know, have another 8-year-long run on. I mean, obviously, he'll concentrate on Avengers. It'd be fun if he, like, out of the blue said, okay, I want to do Moon Knight now. Because apparently Moon Knight is going to be a big part of an upcoming Avengers story. And everyone said, yo, imagine if he did for the Egyptian gods what he did for the Norse gods. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, got a blue. Ooh, a blue repeating pistol. Nice. Hedge Wizard's Amulet. I don't know what any of that does, but alright. He's gonna write the Walking Dead sequel. I like Walking Dead just ended out of the blue. Oh, now who was that now? That was King Claude cheered for 500. Ooh, thank you, King Claude. Very appreciated, and thank you for joining the party. That's really good. That's 500 bits. I don't know what that comes to in money, and if I have to move the little bar up because it doesn't do it on its own, I got to do it manually, but thank you. That's another one for the Switch fund there, King Claude. Most appreciated. What do we got here? Ooh, Adjudicator's Flail. And a crossbow that I'm not really using. And what else do we got? Another patchwork crossbow. Templar's Exonerator. Oh, that was someone else, too. That was DJ Stitch Jones now hosting. Well, thank you, DJ Stitch Jones. Always appreciated. Always nice to be hosted. Thank you, Trappy, for being on top of this. You're my official, unofficial assistant for this, letting me know where the chat's at. Alright, let's put some stuff in here then. Is that better than what I got? Yes. 9.5 versus Chaos, and it does extra headshot damage. Ooh, an axe, but it gives illusion. It's a little strong, or it's a little weaker, but it gives me stamina. And lets me break shit. Interesting. Yeah, you know, I'll play around with this for a bit, because why not? 98, 96. Oop, that was Tevia again. Hosting, thank you. We got all sorts of hostings going on. But this Outrider pistol is much more powerful, though. Quite the find. Got an achievement there. Alright, what do we got for necklaces here? Power to 97, but doesn't do much. That reduces... Oh, I guess I'll go with more power. How is Bendis being paid so much? Because he was a big acquisition, because it's more important for them to put Bendis' name on books than for Bendis to actually write anything that people enjoy that much. Because they get to say, hey, Bendis is writing for us. Dwarf Wellstone. My favorite Bendis team currently, which is sort of cheating. Yeah, I heard that way, that his Batman universe is really good. I gotta cover that, and I gotta cover Tom King's Superman, which I also heard is good. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, King Claude. Appreciate it. I'll try and stream more regularly. We'll try and keep this going. I had a new show I wanted to try out just recently, as I was saying there, where I do more pitches. I mean, it sounds desperate is what it sounds like, Tevia, but, you know, comic companies are desperate sometimes. Hatchet, hatchet. Smashy, smashy. Cape streams indeed. Yeah. Alrighty then, so I guess we'll keep going here. If it were me, I'd have Jason Aaron write the Marvel DC crossover. Ooh, that'd be really good, Comic Night. That'd be really, really good. Now, here's my question. I am out of iced coffee. So I think before I start the next mission, I am actually going to go and I'm going to go refill my iced coffee is what I'm going to do. And then I will be right back. So give me like 10 seconds so I can walk to the fridge. And when I do... We'll start the next mission promptly. I promise. He is indeed a big name. He changes everything that that's the thing. A lot of Dark Horse Star Wars again. Yeah, I read a fair amount of Dark Horse Star Wars back in the day. I'm so behind on Star Wars. I always say I need a big, long trip to catch up on things. I actually caught up on Southern Bastards. I read everything of Aaron's Southern Bastards from issue 1 again to the quote-unquote last issue. He says it's still going, but it hit a very, if this was the end, it would be like a fine enough end. That's what I read on, my 4-hour plane trip to Vancouver. It was fun. It was good. I enjoyed it. Again, it was no reading Flash, and it was no reading Star Wars like I said I would do. I mean, obviously, DJ Stitch, of course they're pushing hard for Star Wars, because they have it. It's one of the biggest, most recognizable brands in the world. They'd be silly not to. At least Bendis didn't say Superman was a robot built by Batman. Not yet, Banana God. Give it time, though. That's going to be his next event. That's going to be the twist at the end of Millennium. Alright, iced coffee run, and I will be right back. Alright, what I miss while I was away? Anything good? Now, the first iced coffee I had today was Java Monster from the Monster Energy drink people. I didn't even know they made iced coffee, but they do. And this stuff here is Starbucks, and it's weird tasting them back to back. Starbucks stuff is a little bit more bitter, where the Java Monster stuff was a little bit more sweet. But I guess that makes sense because, you know, obviously one company makes energy drinks and the other one is supposed to make actual coffee. So, you know, I'm not even a coffee person. I'm a tea person, but I've become a coffee person. But, you know, it's hot. It's like 30 degrees here in Canada today. So, you know, I need something. Does she hate Starbucks? I'm more of a Tim Hortons person, but, you know. Oh, Batson is now falling. Well, thank you, Bateson. Or Battison. Is it Bateson or I think it's Bateson. Either way, thank you. Writing a new ongoing series at Marvel. Interesting, Donny Cates. I mean, really, anything Donny Cates is, you know, writing turns to gold right now these days. So, you know, I'm down for whatever he's laying down. Also, too, 19 viewers. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me on my birthday stream. Actually, here, let me check Twitter, see what's going on over there before we start the next mission. Because I noticed I got a bunch of people over there. Sal was nice enough to wish me happy birthday, and because of it, everyone else is wishing me a happy birthday, too. So I'm sure to thank back. Oh, there's John thanking me. Got to meet him in Vancouver. He was very nice. More birthday wishes, more birthday wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what Cates could be writing next. I mean, I'm down for whatever. So far, everything he's written has turned to gold. I want to write a Wally West book. Do you right now, though? When he's in such a bad way, I do not envy the person who has to write that book next. I really do not. There's also a whole big, like, you know, crafting system in this game that I have not properly figured out yet. And a perk system, too, but you only get a perk every couple levels. Oh, you would, right. Okay, well, that's different. Reroll traits. Upgrade item? Also, an annoying thing about this, too, you can upgrade items, but you can't upgrade items that you're already holding. Which always got my goat. That was... Lich Lord donated 30... Ooh, shit, $30. That's 100 buckaroonies. Thank you, Lich Lord. You know what that means now? That's $100. That means next time you see me, I gotta get a crazy new haircut. Something I've never got before, which is actually pretty easy for me because I've only ever gotten the full shave or a #1 fade. I'm thinking I'm going to get like a crazy mohawk or something. And I got to keep it till the end of the month, too. That's my rule. Any hair stuff I've done, I got to keep till the end of the month. So thank you, Lich Lord. You're the first big cash donator. And actually, thank you for doing that too, Lich Lord, because actually, as I can see, it actually does move the bar. What about my idea? I tell you what, Banana God, I might do your idea if the place I go to get my hair cut can do it, is the thing. Again, small, shitty Canadian town. I don't think they're cool enough, honestly. I don't think they're cool enough to do it. If I lived in a city, it would have been easier. But I promise whatever I do, it'll be crazy. I do like the green idea, though. I was thinking something different, but you might actually be onto something with the green. Well, thank you, Lich Lord, for coming out. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to try and break my own record for streaming today. I think the longest I streamed was about 2 hours or something. Let's see if we can't break that today. See, Banana Guy, your idea is too good, is the thing. I might need to make that the next one when I already have a barber lined up who can do it. Bye, Lich Lord. Thank you for helping move the bar a little bit. I think this has been overall good. Not every story works, but every writer don't always write the best stuff. That includes those. I mean, as I've said before, Wade, you know, very rarely are both comic companies up at the same time. Marvel feels more cohesive at the moment, where DC feels like they're being pulled in 100 different directions, because they are, in fact, being pulled in 100 different directions with no end game to anything at the moment. But, you know, such is the way. I'm sure that will change in a few years, because it always changes in a few years. Alright, so let us do the next mission. Where am I going here? Empire in Flames. The Screaming Bell. Well, if that just don't sound horrifying, let's do the Screaming Bell. This is a game, too, where you can't actually play with other people. I should have tried to get Matt in here or something. I don't know if he had a copy of the game or what. Doomsday Clock now doesn't matter anymore. Oh, Doomsday Clock hasn't mattered for a while, Tevia. If it mattered, they wouldn't have kept pushing it back.
Oh, no, not another bloody bell. Then you win a pumpkin, you.
Ooh, I win a pumpkin, you hear that?
Don't need it all at once, because you'll need provisions on your way to destroying the wretched thing. We don't actually know.
Doomsday Clock was clearly Jeff Johns' baby. It was supposed to be the grand culmination of DC Rebirth, and then he got out of power. And then it wasn't his baby anymore, and people had other ideas. Also, don't be shocked if once this story's done, you don't see the Watchmen anymore. In fact, they've stopped referencing Dr. Manhattan in other stuff. Even the stories he should totally have been referenced in, they've stopped referencing him. Jeff Johns for Marvel. Now, that would be a massive steal for Marvel. That would be the level of steal they thought the Bendis steal would be.
Why bells, though? I don't get it. Rats should worship cheese or something.
Off to work, Ringarazzi. Rats and vermin sneak and squeak. Guard your hole from deep to feet.
That's a fun dwarf song.
There it is, Mayflies. See that bar?
Reach the Screaming Bell. Yeah, Didio ain't going anywhere anytime soon. He is entrenched in that company. He will be there until he dies. Like, no two ways about it. But if Jeff Johns is Dr. Manhattan, that's the twist. That's how he always knew about the metaverse. Because he is, in fact, just Dr. Manhattan. I could see it.
Have it! Hack him down!
Damn, these guys are slightly stronger. Boom.
Arm yourselves. We must not lack for ammunition.
Yes. Yeah, I swear, Victor Saltspire sounds a lot like a Drow character, Kevrello Morse, that I created for one of my old campaigns. He talked like Professor Snape. Yes, Harry Potter.
Double the discipline.
Really, Didio got married? Interesting. Yeah, I heard that. Did he got married? Did he get married or did he get remarried? Because I imagine a man his age, he's probably got a couple marriages under his belt by now. Oh yeah. You know, the legacy of the New 52. Oh, no, help me, help Victor, Damn it, I'm trying to blow up the barrel. There we go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the legacy of the New 52 is complicated. I was sure to mention at my Geektopia panel, if you haven't watched the video, that for everything the New 52 did wrong, truth be told, if it were not for the New 52, chances are people like me, and especially me, wouldn't have jobs on comic book YouTube right now, because that stuff was like a friggin' boon for us.
Ash, poison, and a wisp of vermin. We've a warp fire thrower to deal with.
I had to stop following Jimmy Palmiotti on social media, I hate to say, because, you know, I was such a huge fan of his, and he was such, like, a big helping hand to my career early on. But I saw he's going to be part of a certain, upcoming Comic-Con panel with the Earthworm Jim guy, so it's like, no. He's not the only one, too. I know, Sean Gordon Murphy, who, of course, did my favorite Batman book of last year, White Knight, is also, like, buddy-buddy with the Earthworm Jim guy, and it's just like, I know he's your friend, and I know you've known him, and, like, it's hard to change your friends, but at the same time, too, no. No. You gotta take a stand somewhere, especially nowadays. I'm not saying I'll never follow him again, I'm just saying as it stands right now, I really don't want to see promotion for that thing. Well, if it ruined everything for DC Comics, Tevia, why is it still around? I mean, that's the thing about comics, you know, things do get ruined every so often, but they almost always come back, because, I mean, friggin' it's cyclical. Everything comes back eventually. And everything that's old is new again, and vice versa. It did sell good, Banana God, that's the thing. For all the different creative problems, it did give them a shot in the arm at the time. Hey, they're back in a relationship now, Tevia, so, you know, count your blessings on that one. Most people never even thought they would get that far. Hey, they're doing a lot better than Lois and Superman are right now. No denying that. Lois and Superman, are they together? Are they not together? Do they just meet up for occasional booty calls? Yoink. Boom.
Exactly how bored you have to be to get stuck down here, Dory.
More bullets in my gun. And then I pulled out my gun. Pretty sure his penis was in there the one time. The weirdest thing about the new status quo that Bendis has imposed for the Superman-Lois relationship is when other writers are forced to deal with it, like when Greg Rucka was forced to acknowledge it in his new Lois Lane book, where it's like, look, they're living apart, but together, but not. It's a whole thing. And, like, you can tell that's probably the last time he's actually going to acknowledge it. It's like a, look, I acknowledged it once. Now stop making me acknowledge it. This weird new status quo you've invented. Well, that's a new music track I haven't heard before. Man, this is the good stuff of PC gaming that I never got to enjoy before. Just all this stuff on screen.
Imbibing a potion.
Also, that was... Can I read it? I cannot read who that was. Sorry. Thank you, whoever did a thing. I mean, as I always say about the Connor-John debate, Connor was gone for a long period of time, and no one really felt the loss of him. And even now, he's only back in the Bendis book, and so it still kind of feels like he's not back. That's my thing. Oh, thank you, Flashpool. Much appreciated. Glad you can make it. I didn't see you come in, Flashpool.
Assassin nearby!
Where's the assassin? Where's the assassin? Put him up, put him up. I'll fustigate him. I'll fustigate him real good. Oh, there he is.
Sneak rat is dead!
Speaking of Scrappy Doo. Where? Where is... Oh, there it is. Nope. Speaking of weird Scrappy Doo-isms, everybody, did you see the next Scooby-Doo project they're doing is Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island? I like that Scooby-Doo is enjoying this weird kind of nostalgia resurgence to the point where we're revisiting shit from the 90s. Here's the thing, though. Artistically, I don't think it looks as good. I've only seen, like, the one trailer, and I just gotta say, I don't think it looks as good as the original Zombie Island. But they did remember to bring back the Cat God stuff. Oh, is Shazam on Blu-ray today? I gotta rewatch that. I really enjoyed that movie. It was my favorite DC movie so far. Oh, come on, treasure. No. No, did he die and leave the treasure up there? Can I not get to the treasure? No, give me.
Them with steel and righteous strike!
Guys, I may have lost my loot.
Another dead weapon rat!
I can walk around to that, right? Because if I lost out on my loot, I would be most sad. It kind of is, DNG. With, like, Wonder Woman as, like, maybe a close second. But, like, here's the thing. I liked Wonder Woman and I liked Aquaman, but Shazam was, like, good all the way through, where I felt those movies actually kind of fell apart in the last 15 minutes. Best DC movie in years. Yeah, no doubt about it. Best DC villain in years, too. In Dr. Savannah. You know, he's actually a three-dimensional bad guy, which we have not gotten a DC movie in a very long time. That's okay, Flashpool. I haven't watched it either. I turned on, like, the first 15 minutes, but then I had to go somewhere. I feel after Sal took me to task over not actually knowing anything about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Jeff Tramiel, the writer-creator of Craig of the Creek, also took me to task about it. I feel I need to actually go and experience some TMNT. I had a good joke about it where it's like, hey guys, I know lots about TMNT. The next mutation. Maybe that's my problem, that this is the one I know. This was the one I grew up with, because it was the one that was on after Power Rangers.
That heavy tread, arrogance in every step. It's a chaos.
Which, it's funny, speaking of that, that was the show that gave us Venus de Milo, the first female Ninja Turtle, and now there actually is an official female Ninja Turtle in the comics. And she fights with claws instead of magic.
Like an assassin!
I want my treasure, damn it. Give me my damn treasure. Oh, crap.
Use the famine on me!
Here, ammunition.
So I hear. The thing about Ninja Turtles that always kept me away is that I always felt that Ninja Turtles, and again, I could be talking out my ass on this one, but to me, I always felt like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was always in this, like, constant state of self-referentialness.
This way!
Like, it was always calling back to stuff that I had never seen because I didn't watch the 80s cartoon. But then again, I also know Ninja Turtles is interesting because basically every time they do it again, it's a brand new reboot with, like, brand new stuff and ideas in there that they've never done before. Like, what is it? Like, in that last cartoon, it's, oh, Splinter, when he came to America, bought them. And then, you know, then they fell in the sewer when hand ninjas attacked him. Or, sorry, foot ninjas attacked him. And then they became mutated turtles after that. But yeah, that was always my thing for entry. I always felt like Ninja Turtles was in a state of self-referentialness. And that, like, I needed to watch the other stuff to really get what was going on. And again, could be wrong.
Shouldn't limp be
Although maybe that's not true either, because I mean, shit, Rob Paulson has played 2 different Ninja Turtles over the years, and that's never been a thing, that he's played 2 different ones. He's just, you know, a talented voice actor. Who, you know, keeps getting work because he's just that good. Really, Banana God, it's bananas, you say. I would not have expected that. I really wouldn't. Yeah, I saw TMNT 2012 on TV a bunch. Back during the Saturday morning cartoon era. I think, like, the last Saturday morning cartoon era. I think they're things, D&G, you gotta get into them while you're young. Because if you don't, they really do nothing for you as an adult.
Listen.
Alright, good place to start, Comic Night. Tell you what, maybe that should be a thing. Maybe that should be a new series for me, either on Twitch or on Patreon or something. Joel's TMNT Adventures. What would we call that show if I did it? Back to the sewers. Let's get to the sewers. Getting good with green. Yeah. What would we call a show with me trying to get into Ninja Turtles? Turtle Power. Good. Straight to the point. Yeah, it would be Supernatural, but for Ninja Turtles. Joel and a half shell, not bad. I like it. Getting good with green is my weed podcast. Don't worry, Trappy. It's all legal now across Canada, so that's gonna happen. Joel's dispensary adventures. Shell Joel. Ooh, that's good too, Trappy. Joel and Turtle Power. These are all good names, everyone. I like all of these. Vape Turtles. We might have to take this one, what is it, to an actual official poll. But these are all really good names. I like all of these. Yeah, we'll start with like the 2012 one, TMNT, and then we'll just take it from there and see where it goes. And then, you know, we'll watch some of the movies, because, you know, we got, like, the Turtles in Time and everything. Oh, shit. That's a lot of dudes. Are they coming up? They are coming up. That's a lot of rats. I've only watched 2012 and the CGI one. Now, do I need to watch the CGI movie before or after the 2012 one? And I know the 2012 one gets crazy at points there, because they, like, go to space and then they go back to the sewer, and it's like a whole big deal. Is there, like, a cutoff point, or do I need to watch, like, all of the 2012 one? Really? The space season has David Tennant? Huh. Well, I'll be damned. And I know they do, like, a bunch of stuff where, like, they change some Shredder stuff around. Like, Shredder was a guy, but then there was also a Shredder that was part of the Krang race and everything. And, like, they have Baxter Stockman in the show, but he doesn't become the Fly. You know, he doesn't become the Fly dude that, you know, he becomes, like, a weird zombie thing. So, see, like, I don't know anything about Turtles, but I know a little about it. Joel Pernatural. Yeah, Joel Turtle Natural. But yeah, same basic concept. It's like, look here, I've watched some of it, and I'll do a little podcast on it. Maybe I'll get guests on that too. Joel's Turtle Education. No, Joel, I like turtles. Which, that's the thing, I've never not liked turtles. I just haven't gotten into turtles as much as my friends. Almost 30 mutant Joels. Almost 30 mutant Joels. Almost 30 mutant Joels. He's not a teenager anymore.
Over there, Lumberfish. Chaos Warrior.
2003 one had the cruncher. Okay, so the 2012 one is the CGI one, is what you're saying. Okay. So, TMNT or the CGI one? Which one's better? People who know their stuff. Because I feel like if I was going to get into it, it probably would have been the 2003 one that did it for me. But I know that the CGI one is the newest. And so, you know, if you want to keep shit current. Both are good? Alright, well that's good to know. And the CGI movie, yeah. Rocksteady and Bebop has parts in the toy. Ooh, well that's good. I do like Bebop and Rocksteady as a concept. They're the bulk and skull of the Turtleverse. Which, man, I really hope when that Turtle Power Rangers crossover happens, we get Bebop and Rocksteady hanging out with Bulk and Skull. Amazing Spider-Man likes the 2003 one more. I will admit, the theme song they have... Well, actually, both theme songs are pretty good, but I do like the updated 2012 Turtle theme song. They're a real green ninja team. Cool teens doing ninja things.
With this, I toast victory.
And also the Michael Bay movie is there. Die, 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 die.
Sneak rats in the shadows.
Yeah. Ugh. Ooh, shiny box. What's in the shiny box? Shiny potion. Strange street potion.
I hear the gas rat.
I know the 2012 one had, like, more variety in villains. Like, didn't they fight, like, a Mark Hamill dragon at some point? Which is funny, because the Turtles also fought a dragon villain who was magical in, what is it, The Next Mutation. How about I just rewatched the terrible Next Mutation? If Sal and I ever do commentaries again, we totally got to do commentary on The Next Mutation.
Here they come. Stand by.
You're not wrong, DNG. It's basically Left 4 Dead, but done in the fantasy Warhammer universe, which, yeah, is a lot like D&D.
Don't lose heart, Glory.
Oh, shit.
Oh, blessed shot.
The blessed shot. It's like the holy hand grenade. I can't like the 80s cartoon. Oh, well, thank you, Blue Zero. Thank you. Yeah, I ain't going back and watching the 80s one. Again, I feel that's a you had to be there type thing to really enjoy it. Just like I wouldn't ask anyone to go back and watch the original Mighty Morphin era of Power Rangers, because it is like a you had to be there. Are they really doing a third X-Men book? Seriously? Okay. Is this one also written by Hickman?
I spy a potion.
Because, like, I'll read 3 X-Men books. It's just funny going from the no X-Men books I've been reading to 3. Would be funny. Now, here's the thing. I'm playing this game in the Warhammer universe, despite the fact I actually know very little about Warhammer. I know there's Warhammer 40k, which is the big popular Space Marine thing. And then there's this Warhammer, which is just Warhammer. I did see they're going to be doing a Ruby book, DNG. Again, Ruby, another thing I know nothing about. I know it's Rooster Teeth, I know it's popular, but I don't know anything about it. I never actually sat down and watched it. I mean, I guess it's cool that it exists. It's cool that animated series has taken off the way it has, almost solely online. Also, Marguerite Bennett's going to be writing the book, and I mean, I'm just a big booster of her in general. I was her first podcast interview. I think that's been lost to time, the internet, and name redacted, but I think I was very much the first. God, this is such a good game to stream. And Warren Ellis doing a Batman Maxi. I really liked the, what is it, the one-shot Warren Ellis did for Detective Comics number 1000. I wonder if there's going to be any connective tissue. All I know is some characters are furry and they're magic. I mean, isn't that just anime in general? Oh shit, another Storm Fiend. Fight like it's payday, 'cause it might be. Fan the hammer. Oh god, I just realized he had like a little disgusting baby thing on his back. Did you see that? Oh yeah, he's got a little disgusting baby on his back you can hit for max damage. Time to shoot the baby. Don't shoot the baby. There, I got my loot this time. Or I'm going to. I didn't get my loot the last time, and I'm very disappointed. Hey, now welcoming of Americans and Grenades. Jeez, you know, it's a thing. Look, I'm just saying, if that next election doesn't go the way people want, I feel like a lot of American friends are going to want to sleep on my couch Marvel night. I was more distracted by the rat tail. It was a big rat tail. It's his meat shield, basically. Yeah, like I'm saying, I know very little about Warhammer and the Warhammer universe. What about people in here? Because I know, like, Warhammer is very popular to some people. Like, it's a big, big deal. Like, for some people, that's their thing. You know who's actually a huge fan of Warhammer, and you wouldn't guess by looking at her? Shayna Baszler, the NXT Women's Champion. She apparently loves Warhammer and knows everything about it. Jeff Lemire is writing Joker. Secret Empire is becoming more and more true every day, which again, I really want to go back and reevaluate that story and do like a big video series. I want it to be the first in a video series of me going back and looking at old stories. It's just, I'm afraid to do it right now, because as you said, it's like too real now, and I think the fact that it was already too real is a big reason why people didn't like it at first. I need like some time. Like I always kept saying, like, hey, let's talk about this story again in 4 years. Might be 8 years, who knows? Yeah, I had a whole idea put together, like, to reevaluate comics where I was going to have, like, a whiteboard, and I was going to do it all like a lecture thing, and I was totally ready to get a whiteboard. Then someone told me Benny apparently already has a show where he has a whiteboard, so I'm like, ah, fuck, I don't want people to think I'm copying him. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a cork board instead, and I'm going to do a whole show based around a cork board. I am getting a crazy haircut flash pool thanks to Lichlord. You best believe I am. Haven't quite decided on what I'm thinking yet. Use a fax machine. Yeah, fax machine. There's a fun one. Ah, hello, DC Moppy. You can out TED Talk, Benny. I thought it might be funnier if I had like a cork board, and if I did it kind of like a string theory thing, because I think that would fit Secret Empire really well. This is why I still think Secret Empire is a really good story. Agreed, Wade. I think it's a misunderstood classic, and you better bet when I do cover it, I'm going to say that, you know, Secret Empire, 4 years later, Marvel's misunderstood masterpiece. That only got truer and more relevant as time went on. In fact, hey, I think a story like that is perfectly well-suited, too, for a what-if story. Like, what if Secret Empire never ended? Or what if Secret Empire ended the way that Nick Spencer clearly wanted it to? It mattered a lot, actually. Captain America is still dealing with it. What are you talking about, Tevi? It mattered a lot. All the times for Secret Empire? No, they weren't. A lot of them were really good and really important. The Champions one was super important. The Falcon one was just a part of the story. Just pretend you're a reporter for Steve. Evil Cap is kind of Schrodinger's cat right now. He's around and not around. Alexander Lukin's wife busted him from jail in the newest Captain America. Implied that they killed him so they could have, like, a corpse to continue to frame regular Steve. But he might not be dead. His face might just be messed up. I'm actually foreseeing that they're going to do a thing where, Red Skull, who's currently sharing a body with Alexander Lukin right now, I think he's going to actually jump in to Stevel's body, which would be a nice callback to another time Red Skull stole his body. People forget that the current body that Red Skull has actually used to be Captain America's too. Right, then there was the Las Vegas thing. They destroyed Las Vegas and had to bring Las Vegas back. Oh, gas rat. Give me the ammo. Jim Zub's Champions is so good. I haven't read the new one that came out this week, but talk about a book that used the War of Realms tie-ins to their best effect. Literally, DC Mopey, a wizard, literally did it, and his name was Doctor Strange. The Screaming Bell. No, there is a Seattle. It just was Star City for a minute, and now it's back to being Seattle again. I hate that it's Seattle. It's like, what if you changed Gotham? Only the Devil's not really in there anymore, Wade, because he's screwing with the Avengers and the Champions. The Devil totally got out. Oh, destroy the Screaming Bell? Okay. Oh. I wish I didn't use up my super cool shot. Yeah, I wish I didn't use up my super cool shot knowing that I just had to hit these. The Devil really hates superheroes, and why shouldn't he? The Devil is the original supervillain, after all. Which I like that Jason Aaron totally touches on that in his Avengers BC thing. The Devil is safe in Vegas, and he seems happy. Man, I really hope that because, you know, Mephisto is messing with both the Champions and the regular Avengers right now, I hope one of those stories ends in some manner of fiddle contest, you know. Iron Man pulls out, like, a special Mark II gold and red fiddle, and, you know, they have to challenge him to a fiddle contest to save their souls. And if you lose, the Devil gets your soul. Iron Man plays guitar. Well, you know, he does love his AC/DC. He just plays the riff from Back in Black a lot. Did I do it? Did I destroy the stupid bell? Escape through the Bridge of Shadow. Where's the Bridge of Shadow? Oh shit, do we got another friggin' ogre? Yes, we do. Well, obviously we gotta kill the rat ogre before we leave. Ow. Ow, my body. Manic couch jumping Tom Cruise, which has always been my favorite Tom Cruise. This rat's been hitting the juice. You better believe it. Pure rat growth hormone. Escape through the shadow. Where the fuck's the shadow bridge? Let me get some sip.
Not desire.
Let me get some of that sip in me. If you die, I'll sell my marriage to Mephisto. I may hold you to that, Banana God. I may just hold you to that. Oh, nope. That's not where I want to go. I do like your friends can save you from falling. Also, yeah, Parker Industries. I forgot about that went away. Due in no small part to Secret Empire. I feel that was something that got lost in the shuffle, that they, like, blamed a lot of the bad shit that happened on him. Boy, was it ever amazing, Spider-Man. Tony has a favorite band, and they're Australian. People forget that AC/DC is actually Australian.
Go, I'm right behind you.
Where the hell is the Bridge of Shadows? Normally it gives you a little thing that tells you where to go. It was fun, Parker Industries. It had its moment. I feel they literally did get all the material they could possibly wring out of it. So I didn't miss it too bad when it was gone. But, you know, it's fun that he had a company for a second. I like that he's back in school now, Peter, even though it feels like he is just perpetually in school. That, like, that's been his job for the last little bit, professional student. Well, that's part of the story, Tevye. That's literally why that, what is it, Spider-Man Secret Empire crossover is one of the best ones, because it's Ock coming back and literally saying, you haven't earned any of this. And in a way, Ock totally won that argument, because now Peter is trying to get his doctorate officially. So there, that's called character growth. Yeah, that's called evolution and character growth, and it actually made sense. And again, it actually showed that, Nick Spencer listened to the fans, know that they were mad about the doctorate thing. And so he actually made that part of his story. Let me get some sip. Speed sip. God damn, they just keep coming. Exactly, Way. That's good character growth. That's good writing. Or, you know, you could write it the other way, where a character only makes mistakes, never learns from it, or keeps making the same mistakes over and over again, and never learning from them. Or where they make the same mistake, like, every 5 years, and have to learn the same lesson every 5 years. I feel that's where most comic books live. Again, I'm not going to name names, but, you know, it rhymes with Gatman. Has that problem. But then again, too, you gotta remember, some of these characters have been written for, like, 80-plus years, so, you know, you're going to repeat yourself. I actually like a lot of Slot's ideas where Peter should end up. I just think the execution was flawed. That's a good way to look at it, D&G. I think Slot gets a lot of unfair crap. You know, his ideas are solid, and just the fact that, you know, he had that many ideas for Spider-Man for that long. You leave the scat man alone. Skip-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-bop, I'm a scat man. How has that never been a crossover? Batman meets the scat man. Nice. Got some chest upgrades, and I unlocked a new perk as well. Yeah, that happens too, Tevye. When you're on the book for a decade, it's not all gonna be great. Let's break up Peter and MJ again and make him gay for Thor. Hey, you say that, but some people would be super stoked for that. Also, Thor is kind of in a nothing relationship right now anyway. Like, he's dating She-Hulk, but... what? No, I didn't want that. Like, he's dating She-Hulk, but, like, only in the Avengers book, and, like, it seems like he's kind of interested in Jane, but they're clearly not going to put that together. And also, Sif is just gone. isn't erasing slots work. He's taking his run to other spider work and working with other stuff.
War's leaves even larger than during the Uber's one, Scott.
Really, is She-Hulk hitting on Blade now? I mean, you know her relationship with Thor wouldn't last forever. You know, it was a fling. But, you know, flings can be fun. Yeah, Sif barely got mentioned during the whole War of Realms. I think that's one of the few times where Jason Aaron's just like, yeah, I got no interest in writing him in a relationship with Sif. 'Tis but a summer fling, Trappy. See, you know what's up. I mean, I get it. I'm sure Jason Aaron in his mind is like, well, it's too obvious, you know, what is it? Thor has to go with Sif because, you know, that was the character that was designed for him. Ooh, Cavalcade. Look at that. That's new and shiny. I like it. And new patchwork pistols. And a new crossbow. Yeah, no one's missing Scarlet Spider. Either version. Okay, that I saw, Banana God. I haven't read the book yet, but I did see that. Ross Solomon and Thor aren't a thing anymore. They toyed around with it for a bit, but, you know, we got a new character out of it. It's not that I don't like Kane. It's not like I don't like Ben Reilly. It's just I've never particularly wanted to read about them. I think they'd be good on teams. Ooh, new machete. Silk is still around, and I'm happy for that. I liked Silk. I thought Silk's book was very unfairly maligned, and I actually thought it had a lot going for it. Ooh, I got a new piece of headgear. Nice. The Purity Helm. And I got another Outrider pistol. Killer. 106. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Templar's Exonerator. Well, obviously I want the Templar's Exonerator. That's all good. Cavalcade. Wow, look at the power on that one. Nothing takes the starch out of a heretic like a repeated pummeling with lead shots. Each barrel of the pistol is named for one of Sigmar's virtues. Patience is among them. Nice. That's a cool-ass weapon. I haven't gotten, like, a rare one like this. Some good shit. I thought her origin was fine. Well, you know, D&G, they're trying to include every Asian character who has ever existed in Marvel in one team. And I don't know if you know this, but, you know, Asia's a big place. I want Jesus Lantern back. You might get your wish. Okay, that's still the same. King's Ring. God, look at my number. Look how my number goes up. You can't stop my number. My number's so big. Alright, so now I get to pick another perk. This is always fun. Leave none behind. Increase speed by 30. Necessary means. Gains 25 increased power when out of ammunition. Crippling Strike. Increase the boost critical hits by 25. Ooh. I mean, I'm probably going to be out of ammunition a lot if I continue to use my gun as much as I do, so I feel like that would probably be good for me, because, you know, the Bounty Hunter is basically a shooty type class. Crippling Strike is good, too. Increase the power boost of critical hits by 25%. That's good for the team. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Gotta make my numbers bigger. Also, new headgear. Hell yeah, look at my new headgear, man. Yeah, look at me go. I'm a cool dude. Anything else to add here? Anything at all? I guess just a bunch of new weapons I'm probably not going to use. That's cool. What about the Renegade Lantern? He's one that looked like a Van Halen cover band. I mean, I'm always cool with that. Ooh, getting my iced coffee on. Alright, before I start the next mission there, anyone got anything to say? Anything at all? Put the faceplate back. He's not a handsome man. He's not a handsome man, and that's what I like about him. Also, it's a first-person game, so it's not like even you're gonna see him. There is a button that actually, what is it? Love that ability. Which, there we go. There, if you press down, you can actually see his whole form. Really, Danny Ketch is making a comment? Oh yeah, I guess in that big Ghost Rider story that they're doing. Old man John Kent. Oh, man. You put that idea out in the universe and that's gonna happen. What happens when he's older than Superman? Yeah, look how cool this is. Look how freaking cool my gun is, my fantasy gun. Pick up, pick up. You don't get to carry the bombs or anything with you, but I like to pick them up anyway, because I'm obsessive-compulsive like that. Really? He's getting a new ongoing series. Is this like, when did this get announced? Is this like a new, Comic-Con thing? Again, I've been off Twitter because I've been here because it's been my birthday. That's cool. Good for Danny. Tiff will have something to cover on Comic Pop. That'll be a fun episode. Even if I don't read it, I know they'll probably cover it. That'll be a good episode. I really like Comic Pop. Like, I work with a lot of YouTubers, but, like, Comic Pop is the one that I will openly say, like, yo, I am a big fan of this. This is really good shit. This is good content. Their content makes me want to make better content. Bendis sits in Twitch streams finding ideas. Hey, with the amount of content he writes, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, has anyone noticed that Twitter sucks now because they stopped doing it in chronological order and they're doing it in, like, order of algorithms? Oh, yeah, here we go. Tiff is talking about it. Wow, Danny catches back. Also, thank you for addressing the fact that Johnny is the ruler of hell. Love you, Danny, but I hope we get to see some classic losing your motorcycle or riding up next to it. Oh, Bresson's gonna be riding it too. Hey, a Canadian gets some work. That's nice. Yeah, Sal, Tiff, and them, they're some of the nicest people I've met on YouTube. Which is something you don't get to say very often. I'm glad to call them friends, and Sal was the first one to wish me a happy birthday today, so that was really nice of them. Yeah, I'm just catching up on all this news now people are telling me about before I start that next mission. What else is new? Did Thor 4 get announced already? Also, I know Matt is all excited. He's got the pictures of Henry Cavill for The Witcher. They look way better than those test photos. God, I would love to go to New York Comic Con again, but it's so expensive, Flash. Well, I do tentatively, don't hold me to this, but I might want to go in November, because I know Sal's telling me there's another New Jersey Toy Con there, and it would be cheaper. And if I'm staying in New Jersey just to hang out with them, it wouldn't kill me on hotel costs. But yes, I definitely want to go out there again and hang out. Do a live Elseworld exchange, which we haven't done. In the same room. Ghost Rider shotgun. Oh, I like that, D&G. You joke, but I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, Sal goes to it every year there, the New Jersey Toy Con. He says it's like the greatest garage sale ever, because it's only stuff you like there. They've made a couple videos on the subject, and they really do make it look like the coolest place ever. Funny tweet, where's Justin Long? He used to be everywhere, but now he's not in things anymore. That's true. Where is he? He used to be everywhere. He might when he gets his TV show. He's getting a TV show, but they might have to change it up, because they basically changed everything from his comic story, from how he was a kid from LA to now apparently he's going to be on the Mexico-Texas border. So don't be shocked if he does get a new series, if it's going to look like that. What else is going on here? Anything new on Twitter? I'll start in just a second. I'm just taking a Twitter break and taking a chance to answer your questions. I want to ride in Robbie's car, but it would probably kill me. Yeah, probably, Banana God, but it'd be worth it. It's cool as shit. If you die in the Hell Charger, do you automatically go to hell? Is the big question. I feel Jason Aaron needs to answer this. If you die in the Hell Charger, do you die in real life? Because you think that would be like some devilish bullshit put on, where it's like, oh yeah, you died in the Hell Charger, which means you go to hell. Then you can hang out with Johnny. Yeah, I mean, if he's running hell, how bad can hell be right now? Keanu Reeves defeated Justin Long in a death match because only so many people in Hollywood could have careers at the same time. I guess so, D&G. I guess so. But yeah, he was in everything for a little bit. Now he's not in things anymore. I like Justin Long. He seemed funny. He had an interesting career trajectory. Oh, Missy Elliott's back in the news, too. It's the anniversary of Super Duper Fly. I remember that album. And asked Mephisto what he did with Peter and MJ's marriage. Maybe it became a guy called Kindred. You don't know. That would be a hell of a thing, that Kindred is just like the living embodiment of their lost marriage. Long should have done Tusk. Yeah, fair enough, DNG. Or, oh, wouldn't it be super messed up, too? They'll probably never do it, but what if Kindred is literally the kid that MJ and Peter lost? And that's why he's called Kindred. I am kin to you. I am the child that was lost. I am your missing marriage. I am the summation of it. That'd be really messed up that they're fighting their non-existent kid. It's like, you know, would Nick Spencer be willing to go there? But you figure if he was willing to go there and make Captain America join Hydra for a little bit, who knows? Nah, it's Bane. Kindred's Bane. He crossed universes. Yeah, an abortion angel. What could go wrong with that? Yeah, I know, right? How messed up would that be? That's really dancing with some controversial topics right there. Like, even for comics, it's like, ooh, that's a little much. That's a little uncomfortable. Alright, what's the next mission we got here? Fort something or other. Fort. Bane is behind everything. He really is. He's the single most powerful villain who gets all the other villains to work together even though they have no reason to.
There are pacts sworn everywhere right now, and if it wasn't for Fort Braxenbrugger, they'd be even farther afield. I'd suggest you get out there and make sure Fort Braxenbrugger holds. Avoid the siege lines by taking a secret path down by the river. Chances are the rat men know about it, but beggars can't be choosers.
That's actually a hell of a way to defeat a villain, Banana God. Send him to another universe where the same rules don't apply. Like, yeah, Bane, you're hot shit over here in the DC universe, but in Marvel you wouldn't be hot shit. Bane was behind that too, Wade. Yep, he was behind all of it. You didn't see it, but he's been working hard nights with misinformation campaigns. For Sean and Marty, yeah, it was actually Bane who threw him through the barbershop window.
The road shall guide us there.
Living in a van down by the river. God, I love that sketch. Yeah, what about Mr. Oz, right? We've just totally forgotten that. Where it's like, oh, he was a villain. But then Bendis forgot he was a villain just to seemingly make him a villain again.
Come, Scunner. My disdain alone will fell you.
Armor is no defense against the righteous.
And bullets. Armor is no threat to bullets. Yeah, what about DC continuity? I'm sure that's what they say in the office. Oh, but doesn't this go against continuity? And so, Bendis doesn't read other people's works. He probably didn't know it's been done before. You know, it's like, we say Bendis doesn't read other people's work, and that's true, but I wonder, you know, I don't think he does it, like, out of a disdain, like he thinks he's better. I think it's because he writes, like, 50 books a month. And because he writes so far in advance, he doesn't have a chance to read it, and no one's ever going to tell him no. God, I love that bullet on armor sound effect. God, there's a lot of Chaos Warriors.
Back to the soil, Chaos Warrior.
Mr. Oz was cool and mysterious, and you didn't know what he wanted or what was going on, and he had like a really dark backstory, but now it doesn't matter because, you know, the story we had that was like, oh, Jor-El was every bit the good man you remember him being, but he was corrupted just by being on Earth because we Earthlings fucking suck, and it's true. Now Bendis has completely undercut that by being like, no, he was always secretly evil and doing dark, dirty shit for the Circle. Because, you know, that's more interesting, only it isn't. No, it's true. Editorial should totally be doing their job, and they're not. Hey, where'd my loot die go? My loot die ran away. Come back here, loot die. I gotta have my loots.
There may be a lot of them, but they don't stand a chance.
Well, the only thing we know about the Circle is that they're all leaders of different races in the Marvel Universe. But yeah, you know, when did they come together? Why did they come together? How? Well, I mean, they've been doing it clearly since the destruction of Krypton. But why haven't we heard of them before? Because they're so super secret.
That's a leech of note.
They're so super secret. Bane is the Warner Brothers executive. Oh man, I'm so down for that. We see him just sitting in a big chair in an office. Man, I'm keeping a lot of bullets in this gun. No, because DCU actually didn't take itself too seriously, and there was comedy books in the DCU. And they were at least trying stuff. If anything, they're trying too hard to be safe right now. Like, oh, let's do a big villains thing again. People like our villains, right?
Terrible thing.
Like, say what you want about DCU, but at least, like, it actually did try and be for everybody. And that it actually did have some pretty interesting ideas and a lot of stuff with comedy. And, you know, Robot Batman and, like, you know, God of War, Wonder Woman, everything. Sure, a lot of it didn't stick, but you can't say, you know, they weren't thinking outside the box. They weren't thinking outside the bun, as Taco Bell would say. It did give us Lois and Clark, so, you know, you gotta give it credit for that.
Stand clear of that hook!
Oh,
Another Batman contraption falls silent.
did you guys not see that thing behind you?
That Taskmaster will trouble us no more.
It also gave us Prez, which again I still say is one of the funniest comics in a long time. I really need to read Wonder Twins because Matt keeps saying it's hilarious. Now that it's all over, what was the weirdest rebranding? All new, all different Marvel, DCU, DC Next, new Marvel. I mean, DCU was definitely the shortest. It was definitely the shortest and the one they, like, you know, chickened out the fastest on, I think. But it's even then, it's not even the shortest. I know Sal and I had this conversation before, but he actually did, we did find an answer for what was the shortest era in comics. Got canceled and never got a proper ending. I weep for it. That being said, Wonder Twins is coming back. I would love if Mark Russell got tricky and was like, okay, hey, the Wonder Twins are now taking a trip to the Prez universe.
Oh, good kill, sir. But keep your elbow up. The guard's open.
You damn!
And you're the man.
Oh shit, get out, get out, get out.
I guess you're tricky. No one wants to look your corpse now. Not that fellow with one eye.
Sigmar guides my strikes, Master Dwarf.
Oh yeah, I didn't even consider that. The resident sniper on this fantasy team is a dude who has only one eye. I mean, yeah, they can't all be winners, and I mean, I still think Batman Beyond is bad. And I mean, Titans isn't around anymore, so what does that tell you? Would you rather take a bad book or a book that's not even around anymore? It's funny, they have that Titans TV show, but they were so quick to just kill Titans the comic. DC's weird. Oh, I mean, what do you think Justice League is right now? It's basically just a crisis book, but they're not calling it a crisis, is all it is.
Peerless shot.
Where's there a Blightstormer?
Bloody blade monks. That ogre coming in.
Bomb. Yeah, pull me up. Pull me up, I'm dying. Help me, AI partners. Please help me, AI partners. I vaguely remember Lobo's. So when you say Lobo's son, do you mean like the new Lobo? Oh, and we're all falling. Wonderful. We're all hanging off the edge. This is great. We're an amazing team. I'm glad I could record this amazing team moment. Kruber is the only one left standing. Is Kruber gonna win? Is Kruber gonna be able to come and save us? I don't know. And I'm dead. That's alright. Defeated. Aww. I did pretty good so far. Well, thank you, Tevye Smoker, for the donation. Always appreciated, getting us that much closer. Wow, that's the first one I failed. Shit. Moral of the story there is don't go to the fucking edge. Fishing mail. Nah, funny. What was the question? Boy, do my AI partners have trouble of their own. Now you're in a van down by... You said it, DNG. You knew it was gonna happen before it happened.
All is well.
How did you know, DNG, that after playing so well, I would fail this one? What was your question, Tevye?
There are pacts sworn everywhere right now, and if it wasn't for Fort Braxton, they'd be even farther afield.
That's not a question, Tevye. Just because that's a statement you put a question mark at the end of. That's not a question.
Down by the river. Chances are the rat men know about it.
Oh, he actually does say down by the river. I didn't catch that the first... I thought you were just making a fun SNL reference. Alright, let's do better this time and not cock it up.
Keep to the road. There is no sense wandering in the wilderness. Threatless. We will arrive when we arrive, and in glorious fashion.
How long have I actually been streaming for, guys? Have I broken, like, my 2-hour record that I wanted to?
Quite short.
It always feels longer. Why do you think Batman Beyond hasn't been good ever since... because the people writing it clearly don't actually like Batman Beyond and have never actually watched the show. That's why.
I do not care.
It was more important for them to have a book called Batman Beyond than a book that actually felt like Batman Beyond. That's why. It's very clear, Jurgens, who I think wrote the bulk of it, he just read the Wikipedia page and he's like, well, this is enough. But yes, that's my biggest problem with it. After these sort of questions, Clayman's back hurts from carrying Tom King. All the artists' backs hurt from all the carrying they've been doing. Like, let me tell you, I'm just saying, if the art was bad in that book, even if it was just mediocre, I think more people would feel the way I feel.
No more fire rats.
Receive the judgment of Sigma.
Ow.
What's the matter, Kazaki?
Northland's brother. Take your time selling it.
He should get the DC Universe app and watch it. Agreed. But that's alright. It's fine. Cassandra Cain is over on, what is it? The Outsiders team. Which is a shame, because I don't think anyone is interested in Outsiders, because they're the most cultish cult team ever.
What happens to any...
They're like the Legion of Superheroes in that regard.
I can't decide.
I want to like the Outsiders book, because obviously I want to see Black Lightning do well. I definitely want to see, what is it? I want to see a Duke do well. But I just have no real interest in reading that book. It's fine, Legion of Superheroes coming back. I've never been a fan of the Legion. And I don't think a new Bendis Legion book is gonna make me a fan. But, you know, for the people who are excited for it, I'd never take that away from them. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Spawn of Chaos. I've never seen one of these before. Holy fuck balloons. It's not that tough, though. Just riddle it with bullets until it dies.
Lest that spawn devour you.
Ow. Oh, it's an illithid. If we're doing Dungeons and Dragons, it's a big bad illithid.
Blessed Sigma! I thought that spawn would never die.
Jesus. It is a hentai monster. That was genuinely fucking scary. Holy shit. Yeah, that's an illithid. That's like a big bad brain parasite thing. If you know your Dungeons and Dragons. Also, procedurally generated enemies and also new paths. See, I never went down here before, so I never fought this thing. They still coming. Yeah, why is it in the woods when it looks aquatic? Because that's what the DM spawned. That's why, D&G. You get a lot of that in D&D. Why am I fighting a kraken in the woods? Why? Because I rolled it. That's why. Because I thought it would be cool as fuck.
Here, ammunition.
Yeah, I took a skill that makes me stronger when I'm out of ammunition, but do you think I've actually run out of ammunition? Well, oh, someone did a thing. Who was that? Again, I couldn't look away because I was shooting. Burn, baby, burn. Die. Yeah, in D&D lore, illithids usually live underground in the Underdark. And also, hey, whoever did that last update alert thing there, thank you. Sorry I didn't see you. I'm sure the chat will tell me who it was in a minute. It is hard to look away. I swear this is why I need a caped intern to read my chat for me. Even though I have the chat here where I can look at it better than ever before, it does not give me alert updates. Oh, new follower, Good Crusader. Well, welcome, Good Crusader. Thank you for joining me here on my birthday stream. Are you a fan of the Cape Joel channel, Good Crusader, or are you just showing up because, just because? Either way, thank you, and nice to meet you. Oh, thank you, one Good Crusader. Appreciated. Yeah, I wonder, can I break 500 Twitch followers today, too, I wonder? Again, I got my stretch goals there. I'm going to be shaving my head into something crazy because I hit the $100. If I hit 200, I will also die at something crazy as well, like a real Twitch streamer. Do you prefer Emerald Streamer or the YouTuber with reasonable fear? Oh, Emerald Streamer is pretty good. That's a real strong one. I was wondering how you feel about joining the Legion of Superheroes. I don't care. I don't care for much of what they've done with Superboy John Kent recently. And it's a Bendis Legion book. Well, no, maybe it's not. I guess it depends who's writing that Legion book. I would like to read more about John, but I don't really care all that much about the Legion of Superheroes. They would need to get a really good writer on that Legion book to make me pick it up, like someone I really, really enjoy. Can Bendis write Legion too? Because he's writing too many, but, well, of course he can. He's Bendis. He can write whatever the hell he wants. Because he's always written way more than he probably should. Yeah, like, yes and no. Like, it's very Star Trek, the Legion. It's very, like, Star Trek in the DC universe. And it's very niche, and it has a lot of fans all its own. I just don't know if that fan base can support the book. But then again, I guess they had a fairly long New 52 run. Even if shit was very different. He'd write all of DC and Marvel on his own if he could. He probably could, and he probably would. What artist, writer would you want to write the comic from any appearance? Again, I don't really like Legion all that much. I know Jeff Lemire had a run for a little bit there that never really got a chance to get started. I mean, who's Who's good at science fiction, I guess? Who writes really good science fiction stuff? Tomasi does write good science fiction. That is true. I mean, is Teenie Howard exclusive with Marvel? Oh, I thank you, One Good Crusader. I'm glad you could show up. I don't really have a schedule for my streams, as you will discover, but I want to. Yeah, it got canceled and brought back a couple times. I mean, does Keith Geffen still work at Marvel? Geffen seems to enjoy science fiction. He seems to be good at that. That's his wheelhouse. And because, you know, the last several times they've tried to resurrect Blue Beetle hasn't worked. Also, I feel like they owe Sal some money for that, too. Oh, this is a Vermintide 2 Sober Hippie. It's basically Left 4 Dead meets Dungeons & Dragons. And I love it, and it's great for streams. Ewing is really good at science fiction, too. I don't know what his contract looks like, is the thing. That's the problem with a lot of these. I don't know what their contracts look like, if they can write for both. Hey, you know, G. Willow Wilson's pretty good. She's working at DC at the moment. I haven't actually got a chance to read all of her Wonder Woman yet, and I feel bad about that because I'm such a big fan and booster of her career. I'll have to cover it on the story so far at some point. Come on, bunch up, you jerks. Bunch up so I can shoot you. Now I actually am out of ammo. How'd you know Black Mass Watch Dogs? Really, there's a Watch Dogs comic now, huh? I'm actually going back and replaying Watch Dogs 2 because I got to that ridiculous bunker puzzle and I never finished it and I never beat the game. And I didn't think I'd be interested in Legion, but I am actually kind of interested in Legion, so I want to go back and finish it. Very hit or miss? Eh. That's unfortunate. I mean, I'll check it out. Did she invent new villains, G. Willis, or are you saying you don't like Wonder Woman's villains in general? No, I'm talking about Legion as in Watch Dogs Legion, Tevia. Spray and pray, spray and pray! Well, I mean, she never really created that many villains, ultimately. I mean, I think she summed up her run in an issue of Miss Marvel perfectly when Kamala said, you know, I don't need arch nemesises, I have real-world problems. And I'm like, yeah, that's the perfect summation. Perfect summation of her run and her approach to writing heroes. Why do they need colorful villains when they have real-world problems?
Do you think me a repository of knowledge on this corner of the Empire, Baden?
Why not?
I am afraid I know little enough. There are thousands of
Oh, shit.
Sigmars there. I cannot be expected to know them all.
Seek cover! Stop me!
Ah, shit. Is he dying? Oh, shit. Oh, this is where I fell the first time. Don't fall again. Pull up. I'm trying, and I'm burning.
Feel the dark gods reach up for me! Rest up! Regather your strength!
Potion.
This shall read nothing.
Get the fuck away from that wall. Oh shit, it's got the little baby on the back. Shoot the baby! Shoot the little baby! I'm hitting the baby! See, I didn't make the same mistake. Well, you know, the thing about Wonder Woman you gotta remember, Sober Hippie, is there's been so many generations of her. When she was a spy, when she was a traditional hero. I actually thought the last Greg Rucka run did a great job bringing characters back who we hadn't seen in a while, like a new version of Dr. Poison, like a new version of Silver Swan.
I don't want burning to a crisp. Now kill that.
But there definitely is a divide of the people who only like, you know, the Ray Harryhausen sword and sorcery stuff, and the people who like the traditional hero stuff. I know that was a big problem for me when it came to the Brian Azzarello run. I didn't like it because I'm like, yo, is Wonder Woman ever gonna fight crime again? Right, which are good introductions. As much as I don't like the Azzarello stuff. Read the Gail Simone years and the Greg Rucka years. I think those are probably the most standout for Wonder Woman stuff. Gail Simone wrote a great story, actually, where Wonder Woman fought with a bunch of the guerrillas from Gorilla City against, like, a bunch of actual, like, forthright Nazis. Which made sense, because, you know, she's a Golden Age holdover character, so yeah, she fought in World War II. So she could fight enemies that are, like, super old like that. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Old Fort Armory. Got some armor up in here in this armory. Gotta get some soup. Yeah, nothing like a religious fundamentalist gunslinger. That's the class I've picked. Damn, get back. Get back, get back. Don't know me like that. Well, thank you for showing up, Tevye, on my birthday. I could do that, Sober Hippie, for Game Pass on PC. Is it? Again, I feel like I always kind of gotta watch my money being a YouTuber, just, you know, like, pay for upkeep on shit so the podcast can actually go up when they're supposed to and everything. I did sign up for terminals. They haven't had anything I particularly want yet. Oh, well, thank you, Tevye. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Alright, so we're not quite past my record yet. I think once we hit 3, I'll be happy knowing that I beat my overall record, which is good, because the new Skype interface keeps track of that shit. Also, the longer I'm on, the more chances I have to try and, what is it? Fill up the stretch goals there. Who wants to see me dye my hair or something crazy? Just gotta kick in a couple more bucks. That's why I asked, too, how many people are in here, because I'm like, hey, if everyone gives, like, $1, how much closer is that to me dyeing my hair or something crazy? Which I think in the back of my mind, I wanted to do it. Never stop streaming. I am amazed at the fortitude it takes people like Benny and Nat and even Tiff, too, who all put me to shame in the streaming department just for how long they're able to do it. Like, I don't know what it says about me, like, if I got, like, what is it, if I get, like, itchy feet or something, because I'm always just like, ugh, time to stop. Time to stretch my legs. But I was sure to totally clear my schedule today. The only thing I gotta do is go out for my birthday dinner tonight, which is gonna be great, and watch the new Young Justice episode so I can do a review on it. Which thankfully I can do because it's only 1 episode this week instead of 3. If it was 3, I'd want to have that recorded and rendered before I started, because that would be a lot of video. God, the decapitation physics are great. Shooty shooty. Do it live. I mean, I'm going out to dinner with people. If I was just ordering dinner in, I would do like a Pat from Pat Stares At, and I would just order food and eat it in front of you. You know, maybe find a whole new fan base of mukbang people who want to see me eat shit. You know, it's funny, I was actually gonna go out for barbecue, but, what is it, my ride might not be able, to have their vehicle tonight, so yeah, I might be going for Chinese, too. But I really wanted barbecue. There's a place in Peterborough, the college town by me, called Dr. G's Barbecue, and they're like actually modeled after real deal American barbecue houses that I've never had a chance to been to. They got like smokers and everything. But yeah, might actually end up being Chinese, depending if I can get a ride or not. Again, for those who don't know, I live in a very small northern town and don't have to actually drive anywhere. So that's an expense I don't have to deal with when I work from home and literally everything is within walking distance. But I will have to start doing that again soon. I've been putting it off too because I know I'm going to need glasses, and that's going to be a big thing to impact my driving. But they're expensive. In fact, I think that's what my parents are going to get me this year. Eye exam and a pair of glasses. Because I'm a friggin' adult now. Like South Park, minus the box mouse, exactly. Well, it's Canada, so they're all flapping mouse. Really? And what do you get with Game Pass, Sober Hippie? Do tell. I am always interested in a good deal. Because I know, what is it, I buy my PlayStation Plus at the beginning of every year. I got Amazon Prime right now for the first time. And I'm actually started paying for my Netflix for the first time ever. So those are my expenses. Oh, and like 15 bucks a month for SoundCloud too. So that's all my adult content creator expenses, for those who wonder. And it's stuff I would not be able to make possible were it not for generous fans like all of you and people who give to my Patreon. Oh, also, for today only, I decided to put up my Amazon wish list too. Again, nothing is expected, but everything is always appreciated. You can tell I've become a weird adult too, because I put stuff there like blenders and pineapple peelers. Used to just be fun shit, but no, now it's like, oh, here's some adult shit I could actually need. What do you think of the South Park games? I loved them both, actually. I played a hell of a lot of Stick of Truth, and I played a lot of the Superhero one. Actually, I played all of the Superhero one you can find on the Cape Joel Extra channel. I actually played it to completion. What was my character I created in that? Oh, the Emerald Ghost. The Emerald Ghost, because it sounds like Emerald Coast. And also, he had a green hood like Green Arrow. It's the Netflix of games. Oh, really? Play all the Gears games. Oh, shit. That sounds really good, Sober Hippie, because I never actually have played any of the Gears games and always wanted to give them a try. Well, shit, that's something to look into, especially now that I've got a big, strong computer that could actually be capable of running it. God damn, this assault just won't stop. They just keep fucking coming. Is this like a Call of Duty thing? Do I gotta like actually keep pushing forward, or are they just gonna keep coming indefinitely? Alright, I'm gonna push ahead, because it feels like they're just coming indefinitely.
This slime all you wish. I shall press on.
Press on. God, I love the chopping physics here, that if you aim for the head, you chop off their head. If you aim for their arm, you chop off their arm. Alright, reach the outer courtyard. Isn't that where I am now? The computer did eat its vegetables and got big boy strong. No more running everything off my laptop, although I still render my videos and everything on my laptop. Because, I didn't want to get this computer bogged down with stuff. Really, Jen, you played all 3 Gears games in a week. Which Gears game is the best game? Let me ask you that for someone who's never played them before. In Russia, computer eats you. In Soviet Russia, bots bought you. 2 and 3 are the best? Really, not 1. Interesting. I mean, I guess just with typical sequel-ness. The sequels are normally better. Here's a question. Will I give a shit about the story? Because I feel like Halo, it's one of those things where it's like the story is just window dressing. God, how many bullets are you gonna eat, dude?
I've told you before, it's a geek go for the eyes.
It's character driven? Alright. I can do character driven. I know the voice cast is great on it. You got John DiMaggio, who I've always been a fan of. In Russia, America is Canada Junior.
As he does our purpose.
Shoot the whoop.
Now let the filthy things sail.
Yeah, take that, you stupid structures. Oh, the rats don't like that. They don't like that one bit. Bender does do great work, and has done great work his entire career. There's a great video online. I don't know if it's still there, but it's like, you know, like little profiles on famous voice actors that get animated. And he talked about his life, and he's like lived like a super interesting life that you really would not expect a dude like him to have lived. And it explains why he is the way he is and why he can do the voices that he does. It's really well put together. He was Joker in Under the Red Hood, which I think is a very underrated version of the character. He definitely brought something to the role, and he doesn't get to play villains all that much. Fire the cannon. I'm firing the cannon. I could use some health too. I'm a little hurting down there at the bottom.
We need more cannonballs, mate.
Oh, god damn it. Need to get cannonballs. Can't you guys get cannonballs for me? Well, I guess you guys could, like, legitimately get cannonballs for me.
Holy sick man.
If,
This ravaged body.
if this was one of those situations where I was actually playing with people and not bots. Holy shit.
When I have a taste for mindless slaughter.
Holy shnikes, look at them all. No, you go into the van down by the river. If you catch the ball, you can conquer the city. How the fuck do I get up there? Oh, stairs. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm excited for Sandman. It'll be interesting to check it out. Again, you know, I'm apprehensive, as with all comic book adaptations, but you know what? I didn't think Doom Patrol would be as good as it was. I never thought we'd get a good version of that, and we got a pretty amazing version of that. So, you know, miracles can happen. Miracles can happen if you believe and if you got the right people attached to it. I know there was a long time there where it's like Sandman, Watchmen were up there as like the most unfilmable comics. Like, you know, you could never have it done the way you wanted it.
Oh, blessed shot.
Eat holy bullets and die. Yoink, ammunition. And a bomb. Oh, did I really just walk all around the wrong side? I think I did. Oh no, I gotta jump there and jump back and jump around. Oh no, there's a ladder, there's a ladder. Were they really? Both of them? I love both those actors. Well, that's cool. Maybe after I catch up on Gears, I'll catch up on Halo. I actually have played more Halo than Gears because my buddy Austin, who I've actually been lucky enough to reconnect with. Hey Austin, if you're out there. He had, he had an Xbox. And whenever I would hang out with him, I got to play on his Xbox. Oh, so after all that, there were no cannonballs there. Do I need to actually carry it? Yep, I need to actually carry it. Alright, dudes, fucking protect me. Protect me, you dicks. What is it? Flash had a pretty good season. Legends of Tomorrow continues to be really fucking funny and really subversive, and I'm really happy it exists. Have not kept up with Black Lightning, but I feel like I should. The fact that it's still sticking around is really good news for it. I like the new Supergirl costume, even if it looks like the Axel Braun costume, and he even said that. Excited for Batwoman, because I like the idea of there being a Bat show, period. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, how the fuck do I drop it? There we go. I don't know, DNG. I think they got some interesting stuff in there. I think this Flash season was one of the better seasons they did because they learned they just didn't need one villain, that they could have like a series of smaller villains, and I think that's the smartest thing they did, to have A, B, and C list villains that kind of hung out for more than one arc. And I hope they actually keep continuing that, because I think I'd really enjoy that. Like, they had Icicle, who had like 3 episodes to himself. They had, what is it, the girl gang that was there for a little bit. They were cool. And then, of course, hey, spoilers, the villain turned out to be who we all thought it was going to be. Where am I supposed to go now? It says break the siege, but it never said where to go. Oh, Waititi is doing Thor 4? Oh, well, fuck yeah, sign me up for that. Thor Ragnarok was great. Arguably the best one in the series, although I have a soft spot for the Kenneth Branagh one, honestly. Just because it's so wonderfully theater-ish and cheesy. But, yeah, fucking more power to Waititi. I'm super excited for anything he could possibly do next. Did you see what his other movie's gonna be? Like, he's doing Thor, but before he does Thor 4... he's doing a movie called, what's it called? Not Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, but something the Rabbit. And the joke is that, like, it's this weird German kid in World War II whose best friend, like his imaginary friend, is this weird, historically inaccurate version of Hitler. And Waititi is going to be playing Hitler, and they asked him, like, oh, Jojo the Rabbit, thank you, Kuro Chris. And they're like, oh, you know, Taiko, did you do anything to prepare for the role? No, because Hitler's a cunt. Which already I'm laughing. You know, you say you don't care about the Nora part, but I was actually on board for that because I like the idea of Flash trying to pass on some lessons to someone. I feel the Nora stuff is the stuff that should have happened with Wally but didn't happen, so, you know, I'll fucking take it where I can get it, you know? See, I don't know, DNG, if it's gonna be like one of those sad... I mean, it's a movie about, like, World War II Germany and the Holocaust, which is always sad. But, like, I think... I mean, like, a lot of Taika Waititi's movies are sad and depressing and have, like, this thing in it. He very much seems to think... He's a very strong proponent of that idea that comedy is just tragedy plus time, and, like, what is more tragic than that? I'd be interested to see what he can actually bring to it. Oh, yeah, and we're getting that Akira remake, too. I forgot about that. That's fine, I guess. Although, man, you want to talk about it, I thought, like, you know, roaming clown gangs in the future was stupid. Then you find out this week that actually Juggalo makeup is able to trick CIA facial sensor technologies, so maybe in the future we're all going to be clown gangs. Did you think about that? Maybe we're all going to be clown gangs in the future? Ooh, nice. Got a lot of chest upgrades on that one. Yeah. Turn to the keep, please. Part of the banana gang. Oh no, you gotta watch out for them banana gangsters. No telling what they're gonna do.
As long as you
they fight with frozen bananas on chains. They're kind of like nunchucks. Banana chucks. Chuck nanas. Banana boys are out to play. Banana boys come out to play. Exactly, Jaden. In the future, we all just become the Joker gang. The Jokers with a Z. Well, good seeing you, Banana God. Thanks for hanging out. Again, if you can't stay for the whole show, I'll probably re-upload this later. At some point. I don't know when I will. Sounds like the government wants you to be down with the clown. Down with the clown and down for life. Whoop whoop, little did you know. Little did you know that whoop whoop will be the battle cry against the megacorps in the cyberpunk future. Oh cool, I got a new piece of headgear. Nice. I'm about it. Little did you know Juggalo Championship Wrestling was actually training to battle the Megacorps of the future. Why did Shaggy 2 Dope try and dropkick Fred Durst? Because Fred Durst is already part of the Megacorps. Oh, who was that? That was One Punch Sloth. Thank you, One Punch Sloth, for the cheers. Much appreciated. I'm going to be getting a silly haircut now, because we raised $100 for the Switch Fund. At $200, I'm going to dye my hair a crazy color, and at $300, I'm going to do a hot sauce shot for everybody. AEW becomes the revival of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Hey, the Juggalos wrestle just about everywhere else. You know, they're Christian, the Young Bucks are Christian, so, you know, maybe there's a way they can work that together if they're doing it for Jesus. Look, man, the Dark Carnival, it's all about Jesus. It's all about... Man, I would be so mad if I was a kid who, like, used Insane Clown Posse music to rebel against my Christian parents, only to find out that they were actually super into Jesus all along. That would make me so mad. Block cost reduction. I'm gonna keep that. I like that. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. Stronger, but not as cool. Don't got the illusion tech, so yeah, I'm probably gonna keep that. Is what I'm gonna do. Do I got a better necklace? $106, yes please. Oh, look at my numbers go up. My numbers are so big. How crazy is this haircut? You know, I'm thinking maybe like a faux hawk or a mohawk, or like what would you call Samoa Joe's haircut right now? Because I'm basically growing Samoa Joe's beard. So, you know, let's get the haircut to match. Did you see Janela flipped off Jim Cornette in the last part? You're damn right I did, G&G. That's great. Did you also see in his last indie match, he took like a printout of Jim Cornette's face and put it over his, and like did a pretty spot-on impression of him on these outlaw hillbilly mud shows, which is great. I really hope if they ever do like a hardcore pay-per-view for AEW, I hope they call it an outlaw mud show. Just get Ronin talk. Ooh, that's a good one, One Punch Sloth. Yeah, some kind of hawk of some variety, and I'd really like to dye it. Oh man, dude, in my white-ass town here, I don't know anyone who could cornrow hair. I'd have to go somewhere, like somewhere special to get that done. Not against it, though. Hey, I got a new helmet. I imagine if I did get it done, you know, it would to be like look like Harry Osborn or Norman Osborn, because that's basically kind of what they have. Here, let me screw around with this, with the salvage thing. Yeah, the creation system here is weird. That you basically got to put a bunch of shit together, and then you can salvage it and turn it into something. Also, shit, I was doing that backwards. I should be doing it this way. Yeah, because here's just a bunch of shit I'm never going to use, because I've got a really strong build right now. Salvage. What's the nearest city with Yeah, exactly, Sober Hippie. Again, I live in such a white-ass town, it would blow your mind. Again, I'll put it this way, the Canadian North and the American South have more in common than I care to admit. There's actually a really serious meth and pill problem in my small town. Yeah, I also wonder what will happen to Thor in Guardians 3 and 4 now that they're all together. Have you talked about Far From Home on a podcast? Yes, Kuro Chris. Coming out tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matt and I will indeed be covering everything that went down. Everything that went down with, with Spider-Man Far From Home. It's a pretty good podcast, I think. And, you know, I talk about my trip on there a bit, too. It's good shit. And, of course, if you're a Patreon member, you get to watch it, like, right away. Equipment, silence, crafting. Can I craft anything new and interesting? No. Reroll properties, reroll trait. I'd like to upgrade items, but I hate this idea that to upgrade an item, you gotta actually take it off first. That I do not like. Gore the God Butcher for Thor 4. Ooh, that'd be cool. I mean, Hell actually had the Necro Sword, if you listen to the commentary. Basically, Banana God, basically.
Although here's the thing, my town is actually more diverse than it ever used to be, is the crazy part. Like, it used to actually be much shittier. It's actually gotten better in the last few years, but not by much, though. I think there is, like, legitimately one African-American, well, African-Canadian, I guess, family here. Oh, yeah, sober hippie. It fucking happens, and it's ridiculous when it happens here. In my town, you wanna know how fucked up my town is? I saw, like, pickup trucks with the Confederate flag in Canada. What? That's not even your thing. Like, you don't get to have that. You literally, that's not even you. That's just fucking confusing. Yeah, can I upgrade this shit? Yeah. Yeah, upgrading my big gun, making it, oh yeah, look at that. Numbers got even bigger and stronger. I know, Banana God, ain't that just like insane shit? Alright, let's see. 106. Yeah, I gotta actually move the chat around a little bit here because I can't actually read what it's saying. That's Templar's Exonerator. Yeah. When you're too polite for swastikas but still an asshole. Oh, that's a good one, DNG. I might have to steal that. That one's so good. Okay, I don't actually have the means to upgrade that one yet. Yeah, upgrading shit in this game is weird. I saw that too on my drive to school once. Being a brown kid, I had to duck my... No doubt. Dude, I'm whiter than a snowman with a coke addiction, and even I would hang my head at that shit and try and hide. Like, don't look at me. Don't even look at me. You might be living in the set of Trailer Park Boys. I wish, you know what? Like, the Trailer Park Boys were actually pretty cool to everybody, is the messed up thing. And there were actually, you know, more than just white people in the Trailer Park Boys trailer park. Like, they were actually pretty cool and accepting people, the Trailer Park Boys. Ooh, conservative shooter. Headshots replenish ammunition. Oh, shit. That's a good-ass effect. Which, actually, here's the thing, though. Yeah, okay, I'll keep the crippling shot, then, because, yeah, that's just, like, start shooting all day. Didn't see any flags in Quebec. Quebec is kind of like its own planet. They're their own thing. Like, obviously, they got their own racist stuff, mainly against immigrants and everything. That's what French Canada's really mad at. We even have, like, our own Fox News astroturfing thing now. Canada Proud. Which, again, is clearly just, like, a bunch of, like, conservative government-backed companies putting out fake news. And I really hate to see how many of my relatives are actually buying into that now, too. And it's like, no. Was there a random shirtless guy cooking burgers? Man, if I look out my window right now, and there's a window right next to me, there is a communal barbecue pit down there, and I bet you if I looked out there, there probably is a shirtless guy cooking burgers right now, DNG. That's the funny part. That I bet there is. Or if there is, I wouldn't have to look far if there wasn't. Alright, let's keep playing. We're having a good time here. We're having fun. What time is it now, actually? Okay, that's a little after 3 o'clock. Tell you what, let's read some tweets again and some Instagrams, because it sounded like lots of shit was actually happening in the realm of news. Get my take on it, get like a mini podcast while I catch my breath. Not Depressed Moogle, wishing me a happy birthday. Got a few more people saying hello. Almost Austin o'clock. Is that where you're from, DNG? Are you from Austin? Because apparently RTX is just like a banging convention. And I was jealous because 2 of the former super best friends were actually there that year. Or this year. And they all got cowboy hats. I would need a big old cowboy hat. Forget 10 gallons, I would need a bucket. What's going on the Twitter machine right now? Oh, Janet Varney is at Sketchfest. That's always fun. Oh, 360. Oh, Austin o'clock 360. I get you, DNG. I get you. I know I do have some fans from Austin. I'll have to check that out. I talk about this on the newest podcast with Matt. My goal for the next couple of years is I want to go to a con in every major Canadian city. I did Vancouver this year. I'd like to do Halifax. I'm thinking I should try and do Minnesota at some point because, you know, shares a nice border with Canada. So it shouldn't be too hard. Always nerdy news, NBA, and Canadian politics. Basically mine too, sober hippie. Only, you know, trade out NBA for, what is it, for wrestling. and that is basically mine. We have more or less the same thing. It's funny, too, this year I've gotten more into following Canadian news outlets that I like, and, you know, Canadian commentators. I'm from Catsick. That was like, oh, right on, D&G. I gotta get back to New York one of these times. Really, Banana God, you're French-Canadian, right on. I've been to Montreal, or no, was it Montreal or was it Quebec? No, Quebec. I was at the Quebec Comic-Con once. I still need to go to Montreal, and I still need to go to Ottawa. I have family out Ottawa way, and I'd very much like to go there. Did you watch the Raptors win the finale, though? I couldn't not. It was inescapable. Oh, and now Kawhi might be going somewhere. I mean, on one hand, you hate to see him go, but on the other hand, it's like, you can't blame him, though. He wants more money in a better city. I mean, you know, shit. But boy, talk about going from the most loved person to, like, maybe the most hated person in the matter of a couple days. Yeah, Taika Waititi returning. Anything else going on here? Blah, blah, blah. Alright, I think that's all the news. Is money sucking the fun out of basketball? I mean, that's every sport. That's every sport. Oh, you already left to the Clippers? Okay. Well, you know, good for it. Yeah, again, to compare it to baseball, that's like when Johnny Damon helped the Red Sox finally win that year, and it was so great. Then he was playing for the Yankees next year, and they made him cut his hair and his beard, and he looked unrecognizable. Actually, here, you know, while I'm here, let me check the app for the Twitch to see if that's working. Alright, again, I got a bunch of new apps running. I got Restream, so I can actually look at the chat whilst I play, which is really good. Will you be at International Comic Festival in Luxembourg this week? Probably not, because it's Luxembourg. Trust me, if I could go to all these cons, I would love to. A lot of it comes down to being invited, is the thing. But hey, if you want me to go to a con, tell your local con to book Cape Joel, and they will try and find me, and they will try and hunt me down, because I will absolutely do that. Anyone else I know streaming at the moment? Let's see, I got me, all past broadcasts, info, chats. Exactly. You can't hate Kawhi for that, is the thing. Like, look, if you love him, let him go. And if he comes back to you, it was always meant to be. Indeed, indeed. Sports fans can indeed be fickle. How longer do I gotta play this class? Okay, ooh, a couple more levels, and I can actually unlock the Crusader, which is the melee variant of the Witch Hunter. If I had lots of money, I would be exactly, man. My dream gig, like if I won the lottery, what I would do if I won the lottery, I would like buy like a really nice camper or like an old Rockstar tour bus, and I'd travel around like the Canada-America border towns and go to like every con I could. That's catch my dream money.
One eye on moving up a rung or two, and the other on his rival. So you're going to Carrack Knoll, where Clan Festerus set up base. Sneak in, kill the warlord, and enjoy the carnage as they fight for his crown.
Alright.
It always works. Hopefully, the chaos will interrupt the work on the Skittergate and give us more time.
Travel the land and sell your wares. What you buying? What you selling? Yeah, that sounds about right, DNG, from We Love A-Rod to your garbage. I always forget you can't run in this game. You go at a very deliberate pace.
Cutting off a rat's head has always been the best way to stop its foul tail from twitching.
Lona's plan is perfectly judged.
I wish I could have gone to the NXT show because it's going to be in Toronto this year, but I know tickets are stupid expensive, and I waited too long. Hopefully AEW does something in Toronto soon. I didn't know this, but the Khan family, who you know are the money behind AEW, they own the Four Seasons in Toronto. Oh, who was that? I can catch that. Who was that? Aaron Promer now fine. Well, thank you. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first stream, glad to have you. Are you that far from Toronto? Like, what would you call it? Like, half an hour car ride and then maybe like an hour train ride. Like, it's about a day of travel, but I could get there. I've been watching Matt McMuscle, What Happened. Oh, I've been loving Matt McMuscle's What Happened. I would say of all the content that Wooly, Pat, and Matt have done, I've probably watched more of Matt's content. Not to say that, you know, Wooly and Pat are putting out bad content. It's just I don't really do much watching of long streams. I do like that Pat and Wooly have taken the best parts of Castle Super Beast and put those up on YouTube. That's been really good. I've been liking those. What Happened is a really cool show.
See, a bomb. Sigma favors us. Throwing a bomb.
What is with the Area 51 meme? I don't really know. I had to have people explain it to me. I guess there's like a plan online there, or like a petition where people are like, oh, 4,000 people are gonna storm Area 51 to finally see what's in there. It's like, oh, they can't shoot us all, and it's like, well, yeah, actually they can. They're the army. That's literally their job, to shoot you all. Also, don't you think there's maybe better things 4,000 people could be storming right now? But you know, that's just me. That's just what I think. What do I know, brother? I don't know nothing. Oh, really? I got $300,000. Jesus Christ, people love spending their money on stupid shit. Don't spend your money to storm Area 51. Spend your money to make me dye my hair so I can buy a Switch. That's what you should do. I'll even settle for a Switch Lite. Although, actually, if I want to play Pokemon, and if I want to play, what is it, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I will have to get a new one. Or one of the big ones.
Fare thee well, fire rat.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. They plan to use Naruto Run Aldrich. That's interesting. That's interesting, he said, because he didn't know what to make of it. Regular Switch or Switch Lite? You know, it's like the thing, it's like, obviously I want to Switch because I want to get back to Nintendo and I want to play some of these games, but it's also like my PlayStation is already the epicenter of my entertainment hub right now, and do I really want to fuck around with wires where all I really just want is a super cool handheld, I guess? To where it's like, well, if you want that, just buy a fucking DS then. I don't know. I would like a Switch. I'd like to try it out. And if it's too much for me, maybe I'll trade it in. But then again, apparently, as you said, Sober Hippie doesn't actually play everything, only plays certain things. Bang, bang. 2 in the head, 1 in the chest. Make damn sure they're dead. When you absolutely, positively have to kill everybody in the room, except no substitutions. Really? Devil May Cry 1 is on the Switch. Interesting. That's insane, One Punch Sloth, but also I don't not believe it either. That sounds about right. That's like that story from like a few years ago when a dude raised like a ridiculous amount of money to like make potato salad. And because he caught in on the right time and became a meme, people actually gave him a shit ton of money. Right, as it should, Sober Hippie. Bang, bang. God, there were way too many comics this week. I still barely scratched the surface of what I had to read. And I'm gonna have to roll it over into next week as I do. I was gonna do Avengers tonight, but again, I'm gonna cover that Young Justice episode when I have a chance. Which again, maybe we'll play till like 4 or 5 o'clock when I'll have to start thinking about dinner. And again, I don't know if you can tell, but I schvet quite a lot while doing these streams. Oh, goddamn, are you guys falling? So I probably need to wash up again before I go out for dinner. Yeah. You know, it's funny when it comes to catch-up. There's so many things I want to read just for myself, but I end up reading so much for work. And it's like, I never want to be burned out. I never want to hate comics, is the thing. So, like, I try and spread out working on videos throughout the day, just so I'm not constantly thinking about it. It might not even be the best way to do things, but it's how I do it. Because I know, like, way too many people like Benny and like Rob and everything, you know, they always tell me they're so close to getting burnt out. And I never want that to be me. So I always try and spread it out throughout the day. Indeed, D&G. You know, it's a reckoning the industry will have to deal with at some point. And, you know, I brought up on Twitter that whole Mad Magazine thing that I thought was really shocking. To where it's like, wow, this thing was an institution that was around for... Oh, shit. That was around for almost as long as Superman and Batman, and then one day they just killed it. Because it wasn't being financially feasible. So, you know, never say it could never happen. I'm happy to say that because I am my own boss, I basically get away with just covering whatever I want anyway. And, you know, there's very few things I review because I feel I have to. Yes, current Superman and Batman, maybe. I review because I feel like I have to. And any bad event, I feel like I review because I have to, because people want to know what's up with it. I did see that David Letterman episode with Jay-Z. I quite like that show, My Next Guest Is.
Well,
The Tiffany Haddish one really spoke to me because she talks about how her mother had a brain injury, and my mother also had a brain injury, actually, and so much of what she was saying really resonated with me, like, in a serious way. Like, I always really liked Tiffany Haddish as a performer and a person, and I, like, feel a deeper connection to her now because it sounds like we had similar childhoods. I dropped Young Justice One Punch Sloth after they answered the question of what happened to Tim and what happened to Connor, and when I thought the answers were pretty lazy, I'm like, alright, I don't have to keep reading this now. I read until I had questions answered that I wanted answered, and then I'm just like, alright, I don't gotta keep up with this. It also feels like Young Justice is just going to be living in its own weird little bubble because of Bendis, so, you know. Drink.
Hold a moment while I drink.
While I drink. Potion, gotta stop it in death.
Always works, that's good. Welcome aboard our war.
He is intelligent, Jay-Z. A lot of those people on that show are smarter than you would ever actually think they were. The Ellen one was pretty fun, too. Again, I never really watched Ellen's show, but I respect what she was able to do, and I especially respect when she talked about her show, and how it actually, like, you know, broke a lot of ground, and how shittily she was treated from, you know, being a person who was unfairly fired to, like, being the current queen of daytime television. Tina Fey one, that was a really good interview, too. I like They Go to Eat. That's fun. Yeah, but the 7 crises are going to be important. Or maybe they won't be. Because Snyder is basically writing his own crisis. He's just not calling it a crisis. You can tell Bendis is, like, chomping at the bit, though, that he totally wants to write the next big DC event. Which I think is why they're giving him Millennium. You see, the kind of Letterman somehow found a way to get answers out of him without having... See, I was scared to watch the Kanye episode, actually. I know that was the first one of the season, and that was the one they were leading with, and I'm like, no, I am not... My body is not ready for this right now. I need something softer and easier to take. I don't want to watch this. Everything about Kanye has just, like, made me so, like, sad and depressed.
Push, Arakisa.
If you say it's good, then I'm sure it's good because Letterman's like a really great interviewer and he can do shit like that. But even still, I'm just like, no, I don't want to see this.
This shall redouble my zeal.
Redouble my zeal. Oh yes, Mr. Potter. Put a stop in death. Brew luck. Jumbie. I think I'm just becoming a hedonism bot the longer I go on. Bring the hot oil, Jumbie.
Don't underestimate that warfire lure.
I don't underestimate nothing. Whee.
This was once a formidable forge. Would that we had one of similar quality at the keep.
Oh, well, thank you, Commissary. Appreciated. I'm spending my birthday with all of you. And also, if you just got here too, I'm taking donations with crazy stretch goals. We hit $100, which means I gotta shave my head into something crazy and keep it for the rest of the month. And again, for 200, I will die at something crazy, like a real streamer would.
We shall not be overcome. Break them. What did I hear of yonder?
My question too, anyone know where SD Althani is? Because, you know, he is a, he's basically a guardian angel of the, or patron saint of the comic book YouTube streamer. And I know if he knew I was doing something crazy, he'd be like, oh yeah, gotta get a piece of that. Kill the rats, all the rats. More ammo, please. You're not official part of Twitch. You have to have normal colored hair. I am a Twitch partner. I don't do anything with it, but I am actually, like, officially partnered by Twitch. I'm probably, like, the laziest Twitch partner ever, but I am one. Also, too, it would be the first time ever I dyed my hair as anything. So, you know, fun learning experience. Of course, here's the thing, too, you know, if I did dye my hair, would I have to dye my beard, too? Would I have to go full Scott Steiner with it? I know Benny dyed his hair crazy colors when he reached a milestone, so I think that's, like, the thing to do. I don't know yet. I was thinking maybe, like, really crazy platinum blonde, but someone in the chat, I do believe it was Banana God, said it should be green, and I should have little arrows in the side of it, and if I knew anyone who was capable of doing that, I would probably do that, because it's such a good idea. Then again, doesn't that Septic Eye guy kind of own the trademark on streamers with, with green colored hair? I don't want to be, eating off his plate.
There's another blue side.
Plus, like, I think there actually is, like, blonde hair dye in the house, so, you know. That would be easiest.
Dead assassin, and not before tide.
As long as it's a Gatorade color, you're fine. Hey, they make Gatorade lemonade, y'all. It'd be perfect timing, too, because I'm, like, just due for a haircut, too. So now would be the perfect time to get it. And hey, at $300, I will actually hurt myself and do a hot sauce shot. I have so much hot sauce left over from shows that didn't make it. Although, again, maybe that should also come back as a stream show. Who knows? Oh, yeah, Jacksepticeye, he's one of the more popular streamers. He's very PewDiePie-esque. Although I don't think he's, you know... I don't think he gets in as much trouble as PewDiePie, which I guess means he's superior. He's Irish. Ooh, this is a cool place.
Squatting in the ruins of their betters. Disgusting.
Mers. Dirty, dirty people. We must be inoculated against the rats.
Ammunition is spent.
That super shot I have is good, but the problem is it leaves so much smoke. Even I can't see sometimes.
Ash, poison.
Oh no, DNG. Oh no, no, no. Oh wow, I just realized the flamethrower guys hurt their own dudes.
Let none follow who cannot match my zeal.
You gonna hit him, guys? Because I'm getting my shit knocked in.
Incoming.
Escaping gunner thinks to surprise us.
Did you take care of him, dudes? This is basically rat genocide the game. Who was Colin Moriarty? He worked for IGN, didn't he, for a little bit? Is he the one who turned into a piece of shit? I think I remember I used to like his writing on IGN, but I think I stopped following him because he was also cozying up to white supremacists on Twitter. I get him and I get Greg Miller messed up because I know they were both pretty prominent on IGN back when I was actually interested in IGN. Max Scoville still works there, right? Right, kind of funny. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. See, I've heard of that podcast. I don't think I've ever listened to it. Oh, right, he has the "Don't Tread on Me." Right, okay, yeah, I know who that guy. Already, if you're invoking "Don't Tread on Me," that already makes me kind of like raise an eyebrow. Like, yes, I know it's a Texas thing, but as with all things that were innocuous once, it's kind of been co-opted to the point where I do raise an eyebrow, and I'm like, I don't know about you. Use, I don't know. I don't listen to as many podcasts as I used to. I still listen to Harmontown a lot. That's the Dan Harmon podcast. That one's really great. Him and Jeff B. Davis from Whose Line Is It Anyway, and all the people they got on there, Rob Schraub. That's a really good show. I listened to Getting Better with Rod and Funches. That's actually like a really positive show, really uplifting show. Good stuff to watch. That's true, DNG. That has been a proven fact that on YouTube, you're never more than 3 clicks away from white supremacist content on YouTube. Ain't that some bullshit? Which, hey, you know what? There was that week there where all the comic book YouTubers, all of our videos, recommended links got, like, taken over by, like, those weird children's YouTubers with, like, toy unboxing and, like, weird kid stuff. I'll happily take that over the other stuff that is way too prevalent on YouTube. Don't Tread on Me is, like, a Texas thing, you know, like, Texas independence, Texas, like, separativeness. It's basically, like, a catch-all for, like, don't take my guns and, like, don't... It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, no step on snack. That's better. No step on snack. No step on snack. He's a banana supremacist. Ugh. Yeah, to answer, I used to like Colin Warrior. I don't like him anymore. Does he really? I did not know that. Yeah, it's a vague, exactly, it's a vague threat. That's a very good way to look at it. Don't tread on me. A vague threat. Which, again, if you're opening with that shit, I question a lot about you. Yeah, I did see that Jason Latour made a podcast, because I haven't listened to his podcast yet, but I really should. He seems like a cool guy, Jason Latour. What are some other podcasts I like? So I like Harmontown, I like Getting Better. Asterios Kokonos has a fun podcast, The Loudest Podcast. Asterios Kokonos probably seems like the sort of guy you wouldn't think I'm a fan of, but I actually really like, the back and forth he has with his girlfriend, Sriracha. They were the guys who brought to my attention the whole Garfield Eats thing in Toronto, that really, really weird app restaurant by a dude who just clearly scammed Jim Davis into giving him the rights to Garfield to make a really crappy restaurant. Yeah, their podcast is funny. Obviously, Anthony Birch's podcast, Dungeons and Dads, which Matt and I both listen to that, and we both think it's super funny. It's him and Freddie Wong and Matt Arnold and a few other people from Rocket Jump, and it's really good. Even if you don't like Dungeons and Dragons, it's a really good one. Oh, right, of course. Ah, yes, libertarianism. For when you hate the ills of the world, but you really love the root causes. That's an old joke. That joke is an antique. Also, what D&G said. You know, hey, you said it trapped me, I didn't. Hey, you know, it's the party of WWE's Kane after all. You know, maybe he'll get in there and he'll start choke slamming the ills of the world, who knows. Also known as the Sons of Liberty. Yeah, thank you, D&G. I still get that all the time in my Captain America videos, where they're like, the Daughters of Liberty, that's never been a team before. You know, why is it the Daughter of Liberty? It's a reference to American history. Why am I, a Canadian, having to tell you about your own history? And then being like, why is there no men in the Daughters of Liberty? Because there was no women in the Sons of Liberty. Reviewing Captain America in this current climate is really funny. It really, really is. Oop. Oop. Now, I think because this is the end of a chapter, I think there's actually going to be a boss at the end of this one. Silly rats with your rat speak. I can't understand your language, I can only write it. Oh, well, thank you, Banana God. Glad for coming out and helping me celebrate my birthday. I appreciate it. Oh, swarming. I don't like swarming. I should probably drink this potion if they're swarming.
That potion, lend me bigger.
Lend me bigger. Yeah, happy birthday. Good job not dying another year. Happy human level up day. God damn. Is it? I think every podcast I do is a nostalgia podcast in one way or another. The Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast with, what is it, Matthew from Botchamania. That's a good show. I like that one. That one's pretty funny. Oh, who was that? Who was that? I can't see because I'm in a rat fight. It's a hell of a thing, Cosmic Reed. In Canada, what is it, Canadian history is like its own unique unit because you do like so much world history. And I think that's probably the way to go. Learn world history first, then learn your own history later. Also, thank you for whoever that thing was. Sorry I did not see you. I was stabbing rats. Here, let me actually look at the thing.
It's up here.
Oh, shit, something's going on. Yeah, return to game. Blah, blah, blah. Did I just come that way? I may have just come that way.
Up here! No dawdling!
I was gonna say, what politics aside for Star Wars? Why can't Star Wars just be Star Wars? Well, why is it political just because there's more women and more brown people in it? Shouldn't that just be the norm? Shouldn't future space, what does it reflect the world we have now? Isn't that always what science fiction has been about? Well, I guess technically Star Wars is science fantasy, but still. Blackfur Bridge. Yeah, I am excited for Star Wars, although, you know, I feel like I wish they went in with a stronger plan, as Matt says, because it kind of seems like they were just coming up with these movies on the fly. And also, too, if it's not good, don't worry, because you'll still be getting a new Star Wars movie every year, and The Mandalorian show, and everything else. Also, holy shit, look, did you just see what I can do? Holy shit, I can sidestep, I can strafe. Holy shit, I did not know I could do that. This long into the game, and I just figured it out.
The Warlord's nest lies yonder. Now we complete Lona's deception.
I don't know what any of that means, Victor, but it sounds cool as fuck. Let's go do it. I just hate the way most people talk about Star Wars in general, because it's like, guys, is it better than the prequels? Yes, well then stop complaining then. Also, you don't like this now, don't worry, you're only gonna get 100 new Star Wars projects from here. I'm sure there'll be one you like. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go... No, I'm supposed to go underwater. I'm supposed to jump down? Down looks like death. I did grow up with the prequels, but even I could see they were objectively not that good. Now, that being said, I watched them a million times, don't get me wrong. I think I was definitely one of those people who was like, well, maybe if I keep watching them, they'll get better. I'll see some nuances in the filmmaking that I didn't see. Honestly, you know what my favorite Star Wars related thing has been from the last couple years? Rebels. I think Rebels was amazing. I think Rebels is the best Star Wars related thing. I think Rebels was everything the prequels should have been, actually. No, he shouldn't have. But again, hey, bringing it back to Rebels, he got a great storyline in Rebels. And a great actual conclusion and a great final duel. I was born in 1999, so soft spot for Revenge of the Sith. Well, again, it is my birthday. I was born 1992. So, you know. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Which Clone Wars? The Clone Wars... First, with the Genndy Tartakovsky cartoon? Or, what is it? The other Clone Wars cartoon? Because I really like the Genndy Tartakovsky cartoons. But bit by bit, they stopped being in canon. That's the one thing I will actively, like, fight about. It's like, bring me back my Tartakovskys. That's what I want. Both. I mean, both definitely had their moments. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Am I just... Okay, there's the bridge. They say in game design, if you're lost, follow the light. Alright, there's a light, but how the fuck do I... What am I doing wrong? Am I just stupid, everyone? Have I been playing for too long? What am I not seeing? It looks like you can jump that way, but you can in fact not jump that way. Cypher Bray just waiting for his next pay-per-view loss. Hey, he had a cool entrance, didn't he? Let's see how long he can coast on this gimmick where he talks a lot of shit, looks cool, and then doesn't win. Again, I'm afraid to just jump down that way because I think that will lead to death, but let's see.
He's gone.
And that led to death. Fuck. Well, that was wrong. Shouldn't have done that. Oops. That was stupid on my part. Hey, but I got hit level 12 though, so I unlocked the Zealot, so it was actually all worth it. It is going to be a Netflix exclusive as far as I know, Sober Hippie. Gravity more powerful than the roid rat, or the flamethrower rat, or the spell rat, or any of the other things we've seen. Now, here's an important thing if you ever play this game yourself. Be sure to go over to your new class before you actually do anything. Because that's going to be a huge deal if you actually want stuff. 100 versus chaos. Better crit chance, yes please. They also unequip a bunch of your shit. Did I get any new costume pieces? Oh, okay. Oh, right. So his shit is all new. Increased stamina, increased critical chance, reduced stun duration. Yeah, definitely Saint of Battles. Increased power by 3 for every nearby enemy, stacked up to 5. Damage taken from one attack is reduced to 10 if it's have original value. Not bad. Reduced damage when below 50% health. I'm going to take no surrender, I think.
Raining cats and dogs, eh? To go along with ratmen and Northlanders, I suppose.
Come on, something good, something more. Ooh, Templar's crossbow. Thank you. Ooh, 2 different volley crossbows. All right. Oh, look at that sick shit right there. Look at that cool ass shit. Can't tell me that's not cool ass shit. I would like the flail though, but it's unfortunately weaker than all my other stuff. They might as well, Cosby. They might as well be their own imprint, but they're not. Yeah, look at this shit. Can fire one arrow over and over, or get right down there. Oh yeah, that's some cool ass shit. I like that. What can I claim? I claim this reward. It is a girthy crossbow, to be sure. The girthiest. Come on, good new flail. I wanted a new flail. No new flail for me, apparently. I was gonna say, can I, what is it, enhance a flail I already have? Potentially. It's not even a green flail, though, so I would say it's barely even worth upgrading. Although, actually, the sword is almost as good. And I get block cost reduction, so yeah, I'll take that is what I'll do. Got no cosmetics for this guy, though, and no new hero skins. So I basically got to start from scratch. Medieval loot boxes. No, but these are fine, because you don't got to spend real-world money on them. What's my new special skill, though? Oh, I do a charge. Oh, and I go into, like, rage mode, where I can hit faster, stronger. Alright. Yes, Pimtron is coming back. I'm very excited for that. Jim Zub and Dan Slaughter doing really good work on that book. Really underrated work, I feel. I think they're putting in a lot of good work. Yep. So yeah, this is the beefier, tankier version of the Witch Hunter. Fully evolved, don't you know? Fully evolved. Alright, let's check Twitter one more time. I should send out another message just so people know I'm playing is what I should do. Because obviously Twitter is doing this shitty new thing now. I don't know if you've noticed, but no longer does it actually keep like chronological order for things. Now it's like algorithm based is what you see first, which, you know, makes me look like an idiot because I'll be responding to stuff thinking it was brand new, only to be like, oh no, this was just yesterday and popular is the thing. So I feel like a total dingus. Hey, we still got 11 people sticking around. That's pretty good. I'm happy about that everyone wanted to stick and hang out with me for that long. Let's just
send a Twitter message there so people know what's up. What should I say? Oh, I hate this new keyboard too, because it's not my laptop keyboard. Still time to enjoy all the birthday fun with me live if I get enough donations. I'm dying. No, I shouldn't put that in. I'm dying, but the other dying, it autocorrected, dyeing my hair. Which actually, I think if I do end up reaching that milestone and I do dye my hair, I think I should probably do that live on, like, Instagram Live or something so people can see it. And we'll tweet that out. And it's tweeted. And close this, because I don't want a billion windows open. I'm dyeing my hair. No, I'm dying. No, give me money, because I'm dying. Yeah, if I reach this milestone, I'm dying. Hey, you're one of my favorite users, so I'll watch pretty much anything. Oh, well, thank you, Cosmic Reed. That's nice. And, you know, I'm trying to put together more stream-type shows, is what I'm trying to do. Yeah, exactly. Let's put this together for Joel, what will be Joel's last birthday. Oh, he's not gonna make it. I'm sorry you're not gonna make it, Joel. Because you're dying. Because you said you were. Actually, here, you know, before I go, let's, oh, I can apply illusions to weapons? I didn't know I could do that. Convert dust? What do I convert dust into? I don't have enough dust, apparently. Yeah, there's a lot about the systems in this game I will freely admit I do not understand. Those are all really strong, so I don't want to do that. I guess I can get rid of the 95 one, because I'm not going to need that. Yeah, never going to use most of these. Because they basic. Get your basic bitchery out of here. I don't need it. It's okay, fans, you didn't kill me, poverty did. Man, you say that, but you know, that's life working on the internet. Hello, New Genesis, welcome. Welcome to my special super awesome birthday stream. Just doing some crafting. I was gonna say I love crafting, I'm like, I don't really love crafting, I mean, I do it because... do I want to upgrade the flail? No, I'll keep with the sword, and then I'll upgrade the flail, maybe from the next loot box, is what I will do. Also, too, you know, I'm not going to make people watch me do that mission all over again, because fuck that. I will instead go down here, and I will play the second Empire in Flames mission, which is technically from the next chapter, but that's fine. There's no real story to speak of. Yeah, you didn't kill me, the poverty did. Oh, but if I don't get that switch bunny that I wanted, I might just die. Sounds like a nice place to visit. Not the grain. These bastards took the grain. We're not going to have any bread. Rat dicks, end of story. Pretty much. Well, it's a little more than that, D&G. It's the rats are dicks, and also the chaos, their human allies, are also dicks. Yeah, see, now we're here in the countryside. Now we're really D&Ding it. Yeah, see, I got a big sword, but you also have a big sword, Kruber. Them rat sympathizers. Well, I do believe the story in this is that after the rats got beaten in Vermintide 1, they made some kind of deal with the chaos, which I don't know what the fuck kind of deal they could offer. What do rats have that humans want? But that's basically what it was. So what's your tour all over the War of Realms now that it's done? I really enjoyed War of Realms, actually. I thought it was just as long as it needed to be. I thought the tie-ins were actually of very high quality. In fact, in some cases, I would say the tie-ins were actually better than the little story bits that characters had. It did great stuff for the Thor book, which I like that at the end of the day, Aaron remembered that, where it's like, look, but, you know, it's a Thor story, so it really needs to affect the Thor book.
Just what we needed.
I did my charge. So yeah, basically the Zealot has a rage mode. I actually really liked the Omega issue of War of Realms, where we kind of got to see the fallout to, you know, really showcase all the stuff that changed. And man, we need a Daredevil Heimdall buddy cop miniseries. I didn't read that one, actually. See, there were so many good ones I didn't even get around to reading them all. God damn it. Alright, I miss having a gun. I miss being able to shoot motherfuckers from afar. Isn't it always?
Fight the righteous fight! Strike ahead!
Nothing worse than this. Hang on.
I don't like the sound of that bell. Did Naked Hulk have articles written about it? Well, hey, at least they're writing about comics. Were these comic sites that were writing about it, or was it like quote-unquote traditional media? Holy shit, look at all these fuckers. See, look, we're not even fighting rats here. It's all chaos guys now.
Get another bomb.
Did you say bomb or bong? Because either way, let's throw it at the enemies.
That's what it is. Resist to no repayment.
Feel it.
Shoot it in the head.
Everything's famous for something, Matilda. You should show more cheese.
I should show more cheese. Does all that ale finally rotted your...
People tell me that all the time, that I should show more cheese. Oh, I like the arrow still sticking its head. Ow, ow, ow. Damn it. Kill, kill, kill.
Coming after us.
Nicely done, Elf. I wish I had your speed.
And my wits.
That was a
And my
close
wits
one.
As well, I'm sure.
Polygon was the Arliss I saw. Oh, interesting. I don't follow a lot of Polygon stuff. Although, I mean, a lot of it gets retweeted at me. Maybe after Zdarsky let Aaron take over Daredevil without Fear story. Yeah.
That red cheese. Made decent cook.
Yeah, it's funny, Jason Aaron has never actually had a Daredevil run, even though he seems, like, perfectly suited for it. Maybe even he's, like, not too obvious. Yeah, I haven't covered the new Avengers yet. I was gonna cover that tonight until I found out Young Justice came out. And because I've been doing this. Stabby, stabby. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Stop sucking her soul out. No souls for you. Who's taking over Thor now? No one really yet. We get one more issue next month, and then Thor becomes King Thor for a mini-series, and then that's the end of Jason Aaron's run. Although technically he's not really done yet, because him and Ewing are also both writing Valkyrie. He says Valkyrie is going to be his last word on Thor and Asgard. Honestly, you know, I feel about Thor the same way I feel about, or I felt about Deadpool when it ended, and that is I don't think anyone should take it over for a little bit. I think they should just let it slumber for a little bit, and then, you know, once everyone has had a chance to, you know, kind of, what is it, you know, unwind from that big epic run, then someone should come in and write it. But that's not how Marvel's gonna do it. Maybe they'll do something a bit more cosmic now, what with Thor 4 and probably Thor being, well, certainly being in Guardians of the Galaxy. Maybe they should do the Cosmic Thor. Or Thor and the Asgardians of the Galaxy. Maybe they should just fuse those books together. I really liked the McElroy book when it started, but it was so clear that they were not checking their continuity work because Miles is in multiple places he shouldn't be. I'll probably finish it at some point, but yeah, I got 2 issues in, and I'm like, all right, this, as they would put it, this is a goof book. This isn't necessary reading. This is a goof book. You know what, DNG? I'm actually glad people forget that Young Justice comes out because of that, it ends up being the most popular thing on my channel.
We'll see his fat face soon enough.
How about you? I'll serve you up like your granny serves you tea. You mean it's not payday?
We have no time for clambering over burning timber!
I hear creepy talking. Yeah, I mean, to think the Punisher tie-in was already such a popular concept in-house at Marvel, it's getting its own mini-series to continue it. Man, this shit be intense, yo.
Good killing, Ruber! You're a credit to your regiment.
I do love the premise behind Punisher Kill Crew, and that is, yo, these giants and magical creatures did so much bad stuff on Earth, so deserving of punishment. I'm gonna go to the magical realms and punish them all. And he's got the battle van back, which is pretty sweet. There's that great image of, what is it, Thor's 2 goats pulling the battle van.
If you can
Blightstormer? Where's there a Blightstormer?
Here they come! You see that? Something around? Reckon I can take
Ooh, bomb over there, yes please.
the whole
Oh, we got a good choke point. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head and hope for the best. Oh, did he really? Okay, see, I'm reading that in volumes now for the story so far. But that's great to know, actually, that Rosenberg made reference to his Kingpin book. Which I knew he would. Because how could you not? That series was seriously, no pun intended, criminally underrated. Did we do it? Did we kill them all? Did we kill all the Ratmans? I would have liked to pick up that bomb. Yeah, I got the speed in me.
fire and slaughter. This is why people sign up for the army.
Also, did I read that right? Is this place called Dankmire? Did you really think you had a chance? You rushed me with a butter knife.
Bleach! I get it.
Into the cellar, quickly now. Keep back! Careful, that's dead.
Yeah. Eat arrows and die, you stupid rat.
Mop
Oh, shit.
Leech witch! Leech witch disposed of!
Glad I was here. Yeah, more people are paying attention to the champions under Zub, I think. I mean, I've said multiple times in my videos, and I bears repeating, I think it's one, if not the best team book on the shelf right now. Balances so many characters, so many different storylines, and he doesn't treat them like a junior Avengers team, and I appreciate that. You know, when I talked to him in person, he said that, you know, his big thing was like, look, I'm not going to treat them like the junior squad. I want actual AAA villains for them to fight in stories that feel important. And I'm like, that's great. You really should. And now he's actually gonna get Sam Alexander his helmet back. I haven't read the new issue yet, but that's the story they're starting. Which I'm glad they're giving Sam time now, because Sam is like the only well, him and Braun are the two who don't actually have books. Die, 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 die. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to do that. God, I love my beefy PC that can get all these enemies on screen at once. Couldn't do that before.
The warfare thrower is no longer the threat.
No longer.
I have no more ammunition.
Well, what good are you then? Three measly arrows, only 3. Surely I can do better.
Hold your breath and shield your eyes.
That guy just walked right into me.
Healing drop.
Where?
Here, the stairs.
Were you guys just having a yelling contest out here before we even showed up? Yeah, continuity is a lot tighter, New Genesis. I mean, I joked where it's like, it better be tight, because it feels like the same 5 people are writing every book there currently. But hey, tight continuity is tight continuity.
No strategy. Even the rat men wanted Ubers like their own. This is slaughter for its own sake.
Oh, so the tales I hear of the elven realms at daggers drawn, of bloodlines sundered by unspeakably cruel deeds, mere stories.
That's different. It's family. It's always different with family.
Yes, isn't it so?
Lightstormer, end his existence.
Something in the shadows, mate.
Watch out! Chaos Warrior!
Yeah, his little super mode don't last long. That's also true, D&G, and that helps a lot.
The damage is less severe. With us, the Chaos Warrior shall fall.
Everyone gang up on the big guy. Here come more. Yeah, we've been fighting way more Chaos Warriors than rats in this level.
The door, move.
Anything good in here worth taking? No. Hey, potions. I already have potions, but ammo, that I will take. The big bow doesn't carry as much as the gun did, which I guess makes sense because it's bigger and bulkier. It's also basically like a shotgun.
Strike it down.
Hey, give him back.
Dead fat master is a sight.
Douse that warp fire.
Haha. I win. Yeah, I noticed that feat's really working for me, that I get vaguely stronger when there's more enemies around me. I mean, continuity did seem to get a little tighter when he was gone, didn't it?
Watch for assassins!
Well, I mean, shouldn't you be watching for assassins all the time? Oh, we're getting a cutscene. But why? No connection to Steam. What? Why'd that happen? That was weird. Why did that happen? Why did I lose connection? You guys can still see and hear me, right? Did I lose internet? Just the whole thing crashed. Well, that's lame. The whole thing ended up crashing. Can you guys still see and hear me? I should hope so. I'm fine? Okay. That's a weird one. It's 4 o'clock now. I'm wondering, here, actually, let me move my box around a little bit. Where am I? Video capture. Yep. That sucked that happened when it did.